Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of Scarlet Nexus. Despite our absolute best efforts in the previous episode, what I'd wanted to do was get it set up to have rolled through all the gift-giving and shopping and upgrades and bond episodes at the end of the previous episode so we could jump directly into main story. However, our previous episode, episode 10, turned out to be very, very combat intensive, so it took a lot longer than average, and so we're still on the same track, which means that we are going to be kicking off today's episode by getting to know the squad, getting back in touch with them, doing some bond episodes, and seeing how it goes. And hello to Marquack, who says, hard to believe a year ago that you were flying around Control. Yeah, Control was a great game, wasn't it? And yeah, that was, I think, most of December last year, leading up to like the big finale happening on New Year's Eve, which was accidental but perfectly timed. Marquack, I hope you're having a great week so far. Today was officially the last day of work for the rest of the year. I am now officially on vacation and very, very much looking forward to it. Also, hello to Caroluna. I hope that you have also had a good week. Okay, so...
Pisane, are you starting to remember the time when you lived with Wakana? Unfortunately, no. But I do remember the kind, warm feeling I had in the days I spent with Mother. It's all because I met her. The circumstances are unfortunate, but I'm glad I got to see her again.
Before they say something else, which they almost certainly will in a second, Marquack says that my seeing the video here on the stream was what made him pick it up and play it. Marquack, I'm dead serious. There's almost no higher compliment that can be paid. Like for real. Showing off games and introducing them to people who like, wow, that looks really fun, and then they want to play it themselves. That is honestly what we aspire to. And hello to Salamander. I loved how much you enjoyed the combat and Control. Glad to hear that you'll have some time off. Hopefully you can relax and enjoy it as much as possible. Oh, that is the plan. And hello to Azaric, who says, how goes your Tuesday? Tuesday went real well. We got a lot of stuff wrapped up. I think that everything is going to go well into the new year. And yeah. So, I'm always a little bit... You know what? I am going to delay doing a Bond episode just because people tend to come in at the beginning and I want to be able to say hello to them. So, let's do a little bit of shopping before we get involved. Let's go do an upgrade. But yeah, Control was really good. And word to the wise, you know, the Steam sale starts either tomorrow or Thursday. I forget which. Control, the Ultimate Edition, is going to be dirt cheap. Like, it's going to be so inexpensive. If anybody watching this has even a passing interest in third-person shooters, pick it up. Boy, that was a good game. Okay, so we can get a Dancer's Fan. That's going to be a new upgrade for Kasane. You know what I wouldn't mind having on this screen? A filter that would sort by, you know, like filter out anything that is worse than what you currently have. Like, just having that as an option on this screen so that you don't have to scroll down, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones to find the one that's better. We're going to continue to upgrade our A-team, being the folks there on the top row. And now let me just be careful, yeah, because he's got an upgrade that is a downgrade for him. Get his new Invisible Dancer. You stream it now made it very easy. I was considering streaming tonight, but now I don't need to. Oh, Caroluna, I mean, we'll be wrapping up before 8 p.m. Eastern because it'll be time for game night with the peeps. So I hope that we can maybe catch a Caroluna stream later on. If not today, then tomorrow. I love watching you play Farming Sim 22. Same goes for Salamander. But Caroluna agrees that filtering options should be mandatory on all games. Yeah, and I'm speaking as someone who doesn't frequently use them. It's just, like, trying to comb through to find the one that you need. You know, the interface is, I will say this, like, don't allow this to sound too critical. The interface in this game is largely put together very, very well. For real. Okay, now... We've got new Force Field, or Force Field Mark 6, and we can take Force Field Mark 6s and upgrade them to new force field Mark 1, which is way better. Look up at the top left, top right rather, underneath where it says force field Mark 4, defense 50, new force field Mark 1, defense 80. I mean, it is the 50% better, almost, more than 50% better. So that is really good. The only thing we have to do is get 3 of these. Now, can I just buy force field Mark 6s? Because I'd rather not spend my upgrades if I don't have to. So let's look at plugins. Not only can I buy them, they're not even expensive. Guys, I've got 327,000 kin. So we're going to buy... Let's see, we want to buy in multiples of 3 minus 1. So let's buy 8 to start with. Not yet, because then what we're going to do with these is craft them into the better ones. So let's go over to... Yes. No. We're going to go down here. Yep. So let's make 3 of these. Okay, and that's just to get started, because we're gonna be doing a few more of these. Yeah, as Blah says, that's like $3 US right there. Sam Lander said multiples of 3 minus 1. Well, in that case, we did 9, and then I only bought 8 because I had 1. Now, oh, I didn't mean to actually exit out of this. Now, I also want some power enhancers, so same deal. I have 1, so I'm going to buy 8 power enhancers. Let's go back to buy. Yeah, power enhancer Mark 6. Yeah. Get another 8 of these. And you know what? As long as we're on this screen, why don't we do health boost as well? Because we know how that's going to work. Yep, I've got 1, so we're going to get a total of 9. And now we'll go over and we're going to upgrade them. So... Oops. Wow, really? Okay, my bad. You have to have a lot of battle record S's. I was not paying attention to how many that I needed, okay? Yikes. All right, so more battle record X's, S's on demand. Same goes here. Oops. Okay, well, I'm not going to be too upset about it because we do still have some new force field Mark 1s to hand out, and they are real good. So let's get those slotted into people. Let's go to equipment. Do I want one on Kasane? I mean, I could take off her power enhancer Mark 4. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and I was gonna give her power enhancer Mark 6. Yeah, let's swap this out for the Mark 6. I like having the SAS recovery because it allows her to use the abilities so much more frequently, and that's, frankly, one of the best parts in a very, very good game. So now I just want that... New force field Mark 1. There we go. So she's going to lose 24 power, but gain 80 defense. So I think that she's going to be taking a lot less damage moving forward. Blah, blah, blah asks, the battle records you can only find around the world. I think the battle records are given based on your performance in combat. So I believe that when you do a combat that you get like you don't take any damage and you kill the enemies immediately, you're more likely to get a battle record S. I should note, I have no actual reason to believe this. It's just sort of the way that I would design a game like this. So we're going to swap out her force field Mark 6 for... Yeah, because Kyoka's our main tank. Where is it? It's all the way at the top for some reason. Okay. So we've got that, and then she's got a couple health boosts. Who else would want to benefit from this? Well, he would, because he's only got a Mark 4, so let's get him that. So that is all of our new force field Mark 1s, and it's not to say that we can't do more, but I'd rather get a power enhancer new power enhancer if I can. So that wraps up... Oh, and by the way, blah, 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 if you're wondering, it does not say in the description how to get them. And hello, wow, hello to King Purpose. Purpose, I hope that you're also having a great Monday. Tuesday? Wednesday. What the hell is today? Today's Tuesday. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. It was a long one, but we got through it. So I am already in hard on vacation mode. Bond episodes I've done. quests. I don't have anything new to do. Oh, we have so many brain messages. Yeah, let's read through these. So Tsugumi says, I've been thinking about what Kagero said about the lunar people are trying to do, what the lunar people are trying to do and what happened, but I'm still not confident I understand. I'd like you to explain it to me again. Don't worry about it, Tsugumi. Aside from me and Kyoka, it was a lot of information for you all to process. As far as I understand, it all began when colonists were sent from the Earth to the Moon. Yeah, it was around then. The colonists' goal was to return to their homeland and reduce the population of the overpopulated Moon. However, they ran into a problem. The other particles that transformed humans into others started falling down on the Moon and the Earth. In order to draw those particles away from the Moon, they needed to override the gravity device that was regulating the Earth's climate. So they wanted to sacrifice Earth in order to save just the Moon? And the one who was trying to execute that plan was Kagero, who was an ancient agent of the Moon. Also, it's such a weird idea. Like, if you can control the other particles to that extent, could you just, like, push them out into space? Push them into the sun? Why does it have to be the Moon or the Earth? I've not been to space personally, but my understanding is that there's a lot of other places that you could push all the other particles. Yeah, that's right, but I messed up. That's when the Moon decided to try a different method. If they couldn't avoid the other particles from falling, then all they had to do was direct them all to Earth. If they enveloped the Earth with a belt of other particles, the colonists on Earth wouldn't be able to return to the Moon, so they could kill two birds with one stone by also preventing the population from growing again. That's not how population works. So I don't have a Yuito voice at all. So that's the reason the extinction belt came to be. Then does that mean the Moon's plan succeeded? I'm in trouble with this dialogue. Carolina says, in space, nobody can hear you scream, apparently. But in the other particles, they can, because your screaming is you're turning into a monster. I don't know. After I lost contact with the Moon, After I lost contact with the Moon, After I lost contact with the Moon, so I have no idea what happened up there. I can't imagine that everything worked out for them with the other particles, though. This is just conjecture, but I believe the Moon continues to face a crisis, regardless of the results of their plan. You said the Moon is responsible for the others descending onto Earth. No matter what their initial objectives may have been, continuing that for 2,000 years is abnormal, to say the least. Whether they're afraid of the Earth's retaliation or they ran into some other trouble... The Moon is facing desperate times. Yes, that's even though they have more advanced technology than we do. That is why I believe they are still being threatened by the others. Others on the Moon too? If that's the case, it must be hard for you, Kagero. I mean, that's your homeland, and where your family was. I really appreciate your concern, Tsugumi, but I honestly have mixed feelings about it. Everything happened such a long time ago. Anyway, that's pretty much all I can tell you about it. Yeah, and I can't reply to this. It seems like a recap, just in case you've missed anything about, like, there being people on the Moon. I will again share my surprise that, like, the Earth got so messed up that they decided the Moon was a more hospitable place. You know, the place with no radiation shielding, no atmosphere, no soil, no anything, no water, nothing at all. That was apparently better than living on Earth, so everybody went to the Moon. Okay, so we can now train in new missions, which is cool. And then Arashi says, other trouble or other trouble? Yeah, I had to go back and check, Caroluna, capital O or not. I was short on time, so it's hardly complete, but I put together a list of things about the past we should be careful of. There will be a battle between others and Togetsu design children who are after Wakana on the date we're going to the old OSF hospital. Be sure to stay on your toes. It was a really timely information, Arashi. I guess I was supposed to read this last episode. I know I'm repeating myself, but even I don't know what might happen when an individual meets themselves in the past. The past Kasane should be at the Randall residence in Suo, so I don't expect a problem there, but make sure you stay in Lakusho City just in case. That's all. Alright, so now we're through our brain messages. The other thing that I would have wanted to do is buy gifts. Let's buy some gifts. Alright, exchange, presents, and we are looking for anything that has not been given to someone who will accept it, like this plasma ball. This glass sphere containing a special gas. You can observe plasma within it by passing electricity through it. The electricity gathers at your fingertips when the sphere is touched, just like a giant plasma ball at a science museum. These are popular with children. And Sheeden, apparently. Okay, I think everybody's gotten their round of tortoise shell glasses. But we've got an arcade game case. Found in arcades throughout the city, this machine can be purchased individually. The most popular game on the machine is the RTS Jama Akuma. The player tries to prevent people living in an apartment from going outside. People line up at arcades in the early morning to play it. Also, it's a real-time strategy game? Are those popular in arcades? You pop in a quarter and play for 8 hours? I guess I would find that pretty popular too. I'm not sure if I've, or the last time that I might have shared this, we're gonna get a brain model vision. Oh, except that I already gave that to, oops, I didn't see the check mark. When I was younger, yeah, I can't get that. I don't need that. My family and I went on vacation. Where and when, it doesn't matter, but I was young enough that I was so into Double Dragon. Most people watching this probably may not even know what Double Dragon is, but at the time it was an arcade game, and it was like a side-scrolling beat-em-up. And I loved that game so much, and the place that we stayed at had a Double Dragon machine like right there, and I basically could not ask my parents for enough quarters. Like, I would have sunk a college fund into that thing to just keep playing Double Dragon. There's a lot of stuff to pick up, you guys. Meditative flower planting. Yeah, we learned that Sugumi is all about flowers. Crap! I don't have a slippery chinery analysis. I cannot get him the beginner's fishing rod. I have to keep an eye out for that later on. Home medicine. I'll get that. And yeah, you guys, fortunately not all of these gifts are going to have a little, like, conversation about it. But there's a bunch. Adjustable dumbbell just for Luca, huh? Right, I don't have enough for that. Okay, so that's all our gifts for now. Okay, let me... Okay, I want to give... Oh, Christ, everybody has a Bond episode. Every single person has a Bond episode. Except for Luca. Hey, Luca. I did not think it was possible to bring Wakana here from the past. There's no measuring Red String's potential. Okay, let's give him, well, basically anything that he wants. Let's give him some utility cars. This scale model series theme uses well-known cars like public buses and delivery trucks. Event-exclusive models are also regularly made in collaboration with businesses.
Thank you.
It works well, down to the smallest parts. Oh, I bet he's playing with his truck. Or examining it? Hold on, I want to see what he's doing. Yeah, he's just sort of looking at it. I was hoping he'd be, like, running it across the desk. Alright, let's give him some more gifts. Protein. Oh, he's gonna love this. We might get some dialogue here. Hello to Blobbly Blah! Who says, so the stream was like a Bond episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, he loves the protein. Could this be? Is this the pro model that gives results 3 times as fast? Can I really have this? Thank you very much. I did not know you had such profound knowledge of protein, Kasane. I just read the outside of the box. Alright, so he's probably now having his protein. Does anybody see him? Okay, Gemma, just keep showing off over there. Is he in my visual range right now, Luca? He's laying down? Where'd he go? We've got the twins. Did he leave? Okay, I'm not sure that I can give Luca any more gifts. I think he might have OD'd on that protein. I'm not kidding you guys. I don't see him anywhere. We've got Gemma. We've got... Oh, I can give gifts to him without getting into a Bond episode. Alright, here. Have a printed photo stand. Oh, hello to Ronan, who says, I seem to follow
Good
blah, blah,
taste.
blah, just showing up right around the same time. We are currently just giving gifts and stuff. I deliberately wanted to delay doing Bond episodes because what happens is that people tend to come in to say hello, except I can't pause the Bond episode, so it's tough to like greet them as they come in. So we're trying to do everything but, and then we're gonna get a whole bunch of dialogue. Cool. Okay, so we gave him the 2 gifts that we had for him. I don't have to keep talking to Luca. I'm not sure where he went to. It's not that big a space. He is absolutely not present. Okay, well, maybe he'll show up later. Let's, oh, wait, we can talk to Tsugumi. Here's a sentence to wake you up in the morning. I'm glad the time travel worked. Are you hurt, Kasane? Don't push yourself too hard. This breed has ever-growing vines, allowing people living in small quarters to have a green garden. The heart-shaped flowers are cute, but attract insects, so regular extermination is essential. Those afraid of bugs can't take care of it.
Okay.
Be careful, it gets bugs easily. It's okay, I'm good at extermination too. Alright, gifts, and we got a tea set. Which, actually could go to anybody, but I'd like to specifically rank up with Tsugumi because we were only just getting to know her. And everybody who likes tea sets have already gotten one.
Oh, thanks.
Oh god, I didn't even see the I'm glad down there. It was white on white. Okay, so whenever I appear here, that means something has changed in the world. Okay, I think Tsugumi moved to the other side of the table. Oh, I've got another tea set. Let's give that one to Kyoka. So, meditative flower planting. This beautiful planting of mostly cool colored flowers calms and soothes people that see it. Soothing colors and scents have been selected, showing off the ability of the arranger. Blah Blah also points out, and Tsugumi has a gun, so you want to keep her on your good side.
Really? I'm so happy.
Beautiful! The way the flowers are arranged, how they're growing, and how they were raised, it's all carefully thought out. I take care of flowers to keep them around as long as possible. Dry flowers or pressed flowers might be a good idea too. Okay, we've got at least one more thing. Oh, wow! I forgot that we had this. Yes, so this is going to unlock Tsugumi's final upgrade slot. And then we're done. Then we have all the upgrades that we need. And I need to go into my wish list and uncheck them, because even if we get more of them, we cannot make use of them.
Kasane, I think you'd be good at growing plants.
You think so?
You learn fast, and you're observant. If there's a flower you like, or a plant you want to grow, tell me. I'll look for it.
Hey, Bun level 5. SAS Clairvoyance effect time increases, which is really good. Like, I don't use this as much as some of the others, but it makes you much better at dodging and doing the counterattacks.
Pretty close. Is that surprising? Maybe this is what it means to get along well.
Okay. Bond episode, check plus. All right, let's do Bond episodes now. Unless Luca's shown up again. Yep, he's still chilling on his Baki. I don't know why it bothers me so much that Luca's vanished. I hope it's not a bug. I'm sure he'll show up later. God, that's weird. Okay. Well, let's start with oh, actually, yeah, I don't think that I have anything for him. So, before we go, because we just unlocked the third and final upgrade for Tsugumi, let's put something in here. We gave Tsugumi a couple force fields. I'm gonna give Tsugumi a health boost as well. Yeah. So Tsugumi is going to be sort of a second tank for us. Oh, and on that note, is it under party? I think it is. Tsugumi should target, well, let's make sure that Tsugumi targets the same enemy. I think Kyoka I set to target a different enemy so that she could sort of like draw some attention away, but we'll try the opposite here. All right, I don't think these two are going to have very much to say. So the others came from space. No wonder their ecology was such a mystery. We don't know anything about the other side of the extinction belt. I hope we can talk to Wakana after she wakes up. Of course, we want to know more about the Kunad Gate, but I'm sure you have stuff that you want to talk to her about too. Yeah, reconnecting with my mom several years after her death, it has sort of been on my to-do list. So, let's hang out with Kyoka. I'm so glad you made it back safely. I was pretty freaked out while you were gone. All right, we're going to do the Bond episode first, and then we'll do gifts.
Oh, Kasane, perfect timing. There's a popular fortune teller visiting Seiron right now who's said to be 200% accurate.
What? 200%? How can you be twice as right about something? Either way, I'm not really interested.
Oh, come on. Let's go get Red together. You might gain some valuable information we can use in our upcoming fights.
I doubt that, but fine. If you want to go that badly, I guess I'll tag along.
Let's get going then. I'm sure there's a line already.
See, the thing is, in the real world, I have a well-documented lack of patience for...
This really is a long line. I'm surprised so many people believe in something so unscientific.
There's a lot in the world that can't be explained by science. Now let's line up. This is going to take some time. I'm going to go buy something to drink. You stay here and hold our place.
What's taking her so long? Did something happen? I should probably go look for her.
No, you have telepathic messaging. Just call her up. Don't give up your place in line.
Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Kyoka, who are you talking to?
Oh, Kasane. I'm sorry.
Did something happen? Who was that?
Someone from Togetsu.
What? But Togetsu is on its last legs. Or at least that's what I thought.
I was surprised too. It seems the agents scattered around New Himuka are still active. They told me to come back and work with them.
But why? Babe isn't operating anymore, and it was the one running Togetsu.
They told me they need Dr. Pope's neuroscience expertise in order to revive Babe. None of the other design children were able to adapt to Dr. Pope's vast memory data. With Babe gone, my brain is the only one that has her memories.
Just so we're clear, you're not planning on going back to them, right?
Of course not. I'd never do that.
There's still something worrying you.
She told me that I need to fulfill my role as someone created by Togetsu.
Who do they think they are?
I know, but it's true that I was created to fulfill Togetsu's plans. My brain, my body, and everything else. When I was there, I thought the only value I had was in carrying out my orders. I'm here now because I stopped allowing them to define me on their terms. I don't regret it, but sometimes I'm left feeling uneasy. I feel like my own existence is indefinite. That I'm just worthless.
You're not worthless at all. You've saved us countless times. We need the Kyoka who's here with us now, not Dr. Pope's memories.
Thank you. You're right. I can't let them get to me. We should try to find out what the Togetsu remnants are up to so we can stop them.
Do you have any leads?
Not yet, but as long as they need me, they'll approach me again. When they do, I'll pretend to join them and see what they're up to. I might even be able to lure them out.
It's a good plan, but risky. Let me help. I can't let you go alone.
Okay. I really don't want to get you involved. But I need your help. Oh, we never got our fortunes told. I was hoping to get some good news.
I think there's going to be another dialogue here. Yeah. Okay, I remember something about the past. I remember the first time I came to Suo on a mission. I learned the information about it in Togetsu, but when I saw it for myself for the first time, I was shocked at how different it was. I guess it was culture shock. That was the first time I'd experienced a culture outside of Togetsu. Everyone I met was so full of emotion. Being raised in such a cold place, I'm not surprised you were shocked by the people from outside. I tried to think only of my mission, but in my heart I was jealous of the people around me. They had so many emotions that I didn't. I suppose that looking up to them and trying to fit in is what made me who I am now. What I was going to say before is that, like, I have, like, -5 tolerance for, like, fortune tellers and tarot card readers and people who read tea leaves and psychics and people who bend spoons. Like, I would be the person that if a group of friends want to go and do it just for fun, I would be audibly sighing and heckling. And I don't want to be that person, right? I really don't. If people want to go and have fun, that's cool. I just cannot help myself. The charlatanry of it, I just can't. However, I am not living in the world that Kasane is, where she can routinely pick up buses with her mind and hurl them at great force. She fights. Her default fighting style is having bladed playing cards that float around her that she can command like a hive. That's the world that she lives in. It seems to me like she's literally friends with someone who has the ability of clairvoyance. It's Tsugumi. It seems to me like maybe fortune telling wouldn't be bullshit in her world, and yet she's just like, not into it. It's so unscientific. What is scientific about the world you live in at all, Kasane? Kasane can travel in time, but tarot card reading, that's too unrealistic for her. Blah, blah, blah says, speaking of percentages, I set up... Oh, time for the third shot today. Meanwhile, I noticed some, shall we say, interesting statistics. Apparently, Norway has, was it 101.5% of our people, 75 to 81 years, covered by the second shot. That sounds like a statistical error, like the plus or minus of whatever. And yet, I doubt that 100% of the people in Norway have it. So somebody, miscarried a decimal point at some point. All right, so now we can give Kyoka some more gifts, and I'll do that just in case it unlocks another Bond episode. I don't think it ever does, but... All right, so we'll give her the other tea set, because she really likes it. But she likes it well enough.
This is nice.
But yeah...
I wonder if Yuito's okay.
Well, I mean, we're going to check in with Yuito. Right now I'm looking for Kyoka. Oh, there's Luca. He finally came back. There she is. All right. We're going to give her the other gift. Brain model vision. Researchers and doctors use this finely detailed vision reproduction of a human brain. It can be rotated and expanded and broken apart to see the details of each lobe. It's unknown whose brain was this model. Wait, I feel like I've read this. Oh, and I've already given one to her. Okay, well, whatever. She can have a second brain model vision. Killuan says there's 3 types of lies. Lies, damn lies, and statistics. Yeah, I've heard that. Who was that? A Mark Twainism? Who said that? Yogi Berra. Let's finish giving gifts to Luca. I guess he really got tired of Kasane hanging around so much. Alright, so we're going to give him this metal plate. This circular plate is made of metal. The plates are the same size, but the weight varies depending on the metal used. The maker of Luca's favorite hammer sells them as custom add-on parts for their products. The damn lies part of it...
amazing. Thank you.
Doesn't sound very Mark Twainy to me, but... This will be the perfect add-on for my weapon. I will certainly put it to use. Yes, I still have not used it in actual battle. First I will use it to train every day. Practice makes perfect. Alright, he didn't move, so I can get him again. Adjustable dumbbell. It's a dumbbell. It's fine. It's the same company that made his hammer.
This is very nice.
It may be a bit too heavy for me, but challenging oneself is important. I shall do my best. Okay. Let's hang out with Hanabi. Or Hanabi. Do you think Wakana will be able to stay here forever? That'd be nice. How great would it be if she could just live here? Or live at all, would be my guess. My vote.
Oh, Kasane, do you have a minute? Will you come to a cafe in Suo with me?
Sure. Is everything okay?
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Has she made a decision about Yuito? Alright, let's go. So what did you want to talk about?
Straight to the point as always. Okay then, I wanted to talk to you about the OSF.
The OSF? Not Yuito?
Hey, it's not like I think about him all day. I mean, maybe I did up until recently, but there's no talking about Yuito today. I want to be more independent and not rely on him so much.
I see. So what about the OSF?
We've seen the OSF's dark side through the battles we've been in. We know that they're not an ally of justice. We found out that it's an organization that runs cruel experiments that cost a lot of people their lives.
True.
Now I'm struggling with the decision of whether or not to stay in the OSF. I know that I have to be the one to make the final choice, but I just wanted to ask your opinion.
If you're questioning your current situation, you either have to leave or change.
Right. So it comes down to those two options. I guess I don't really want to leave. I have friends and other people who are very important to me in the OSF, and I don't want to run away. I feel like I need to face the OSF head-on precisely because we know there's something wrong.
Then that leaves you with only one answer.
You're right. I probably already knew it, but was too afraid to say it out loud. I want to change the OSF because it's filled with the people I love. I don't want to give up on it. An OSF that doesn't sacrifice lives, but saves them. Yeah, that's going to be my goal.
That's a good goal. Straightforward, just like you.
I know it's ambitious, but it's the least I can do if I want to be on the level of you and Yuito.
You can do it. I told you before that you have the power to break through the front line. Even outside of battle, you can break through barriers as long as you put your mind to it.
That doesn't sound like a compliment, but thank you. I'll do my best. Hey, Kasane, I'm glad we became friends.
Is something wrong?
I was so preoccupied with Yuito before, but talking to you made me realize I had to change.
I think you've helped me broaden my perspective as well. I think about things I never would have before.
It might just be my imagination, but are you planning to leave the OSF?
What makes you think that?
Well, you didn't seem to hesitate when you suggested my leaving the OSF, so I thought maybe...
I haven't made any decisions yet, but you're right. I am considering that as a possibility.
Oh, it'd be sad to say goodbye, but I'll always support you, no matter what path you may decide for yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Although, I'd like to see you confess your feelings to Yuito before I leave.
What? I told you, no talking about Yuito.
Did you say that?
Honestly. Anyway, I'm not ready yet, but I think I'll be able to take the first step soon. So wish me luck.
I hope your wishes come true, and not just romantically.
I'll pray for you too. Let's both do our best.
What does this handshake mean?
I'm not sure, but it just felt right. Maybe it's a sign of our friendship. Even if we're apart, we'll still always be friends.
Okay. Friends it is.
Well, are you ready to go? We still have so much to do.
Yes, let's get going.
For their next Bond episode, Kasane is going to travel 50 years into the future again. Hanabi will be there with an eye patch.
Kasane, have you mellowed lately? Like how you talk?
Have I? I'm not particularly aware of it.
Really? I just had the feeling that you're somewhat easier to talk to. Maybe I'm the one who's changed. It could be that I understand what you're feeling more since I know you better. That makes me happy.
Was it with an eye patch covered in burn scars and slashes from weapons, and she's just gonna say, Kasane, it's time for us to settle up. Okay, prolonged SAS effect and burn negation. Also, as you recover from the burning status, you recover from the burning status and its damage is negated during the effect. Oh, basically if I'm using her burn ability. Okay. Gotta try to keep that in mind.
Happy to know you trust me. I know I'm in good hands with you. So this is what trust feels like.
I was thinking that someday you and I will be far away from each other and won't be able to just chat like this, and it made me sad. Just tell me when you're leaving. We'll have a quick going away party. We'll go shopping and have tea. Is there anything you want to do? I haven't even decided anything yet, and you're already talking like that? Something I want to do? I can't really think of anything, so tea, I guess. I like talking to you, Hanabi. You like talking to me? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, let's have tea. Then we can talk a lot. It's a date. All right, let's talk with Yuito, because Kasane was specifically wondering how he was doing. I didn't think you'd bring back our mom. I'm getting kind of nervous. What should I say to her? Tell her that you cut off Kasane's head with your practice. That'll really warm her up.
He and I share the same mother. I wonder how he feels about that. Yuito, are you free right now?
Yeah, what's up?
It's just... well, I thought we could talk about our mother. I'm sure we both have some things we want to say.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that too, actually. Oh, why don't we head down to Mizuhagawa?
Why there?
I just thought a little picnic might help change the mood. I can make some food for us. What do you think?
A picnic in the middle of others? Well, I guess it'll warm us up for battle.
Yeah, it'll be field training. Let's head out in about an hour.
All right.
Do you guys remember that season of Big Brother America where, like, they cast two half-siblings that didn't know that they were related?
Looks like we took care of most of the others around here. Let's take a break. Here's your lunch.
Oh. This is pretty elaborate. You might even be better at this than Naomi. No, that's too much of a compliment.
I was going to make something simpler, but I got carried away. Is it too much?
It's fine. It tastes fine too.
Thanks. So, let's talk while we eat. I was surprised that you called my mom Mother.
You're the one that called my mother Mom.
That's the same... No, wait. I guess she raised you first.
Mother raised me when she was in Togetsu. Then she had you and your brother in Suo.
That means you're like my big sister then.
Wait a minute. Why am I your big sister?
You were raised first, so that means you're older than me.
Oh, I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about it that much.
Well, we really don't pay attention to actual age in the OSF.
I don't have memories from when Mother went away until I was adopted by the Randalls.
That's when my brother and I were born, so it must have been about 10 years. Were you in cryogenic sleep or something?
That's most likely the case. All I remember is losing my mother, and how painful it was.
Oh, right. But I was born because she left Togetsu, so that's a good thing for me, at least.
Right.
Oh, sorry. That was a little insensitive.
No. It's true that if Mother had stayed in Togetsu, you wouldn't have been born.
So, I guess I should call you Big Sister now?
Stop it. The only big sister I know is Naomi. It doesn't suit me.
Okay, I won't say it anymore.
That laugh. Is he trying to make me feel better? If he is, then maybe I was too hard on him.
Whew, that was quite the feast. Not too bad if I do say so myself.
Hello to Dougler, by the way.
Yes, it was good, thanks. How do you feel about seeing Mother?
It was necessary in order to save the world. But in truth, I was really happy to see her.
Me too. The moment I saw her face, it was like I was a child again. It was really strange.
Neither of us had seen her since we were young. There's just so much I want to tell her about.
So do I. I wonder if we'll have the time, though.
That's hard to say. Did you ask her how long she can stay in this time?
No, I haven't had the chance. I hope she'll stay forever.
Yeah. But as much as I want her to, I know in my heart that she won't be with us that long.
You're right. But we can't just spend all of our time being sad about it.
Yeah. Sorry for being a downer.
I wasn't accusing you of anything. I just don't want to think that not seeing her is the end of the relationship. Even if we can't be together, it doesn't mean we'll forget the people who loved us.
I was just a kid, but I remember being so happy when I was with my mom.
As long as we have those memories, no matter how much time passes, we're all still connected. Isn't that right, Naomi?
I like that way of thinking. Even without the red strings, our hearts are connected over time.
Yes. Though it sounds rather trite when you put it into words.
Really? I don't think it does. I will say the ability to time travel has really messed with us. But I am very thankful that it allowed me to see my mom again.
Yes. I have more good memories now.
Promise not to laugh, but when I actually saw her again and heard her voice, I felt a lump in my throat and almost started to cry.
Why would I laugh at you for that? I felt the same way.
I guess we've gotten a little too comfortable here.
This is perfect. Let's get a workout in before we head back.
Okay. Let's take care of this together.
Stay on guard. It might not be just them. Connect with SAS and don't forget your surroundings. This is starting to get a little awkward. Is it because he called me his big sister?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll be careful.
Okay, let's go then.
Kasana, if you want to make it even more awkward, technically I think you're a slightly modified clone of your mother,
Hey,
which
Kasane,
makes you
remember
his
how I
mother
called
as
you a lone
well.
wolf before? Now that I think about it, I was wrong. You're no lone wolf. You're the one carrying everyone.
I feel like that's more your specialty.
Really? I think you're pretty good at it yourself. All of us count on you, including me.
I'm a little surprised there was no actual combat in that, because there have been Bond episodes where you have to go do combat, including like one of Shiden's, for example. Douglas says, so in Japan, you're supposed to have a red string from your pinky to the person you'll fall in love with. As a family. Is that all sort of the same idea? Douglas also saying, so please tell me they didn't. That may have been in reference to what I said about Big Brother. Yeah, it was like Big Brother 4, I think 4 or 5. They cast 2 half-siblings who shared a father, but weren't, like, they didn't know that the other one even existed. But one of them, the brother of the pair, worked it out like basically on the first night, because they were sort of like, everybody was talking about their families, and just based on the information shared and what he knew about his father, worked out that they probably shared parentage, and it all came out over the course of the season. Attack an unguarded enemy with Yuto will call up. Yeah, Y and B, so we get his combo
Pretty
vision.
kind sometimes. Oh, wait. That didn't come out right.
It's fine. If that's the case, maybe some of your sincerity has rubbed off on me.
All right, let's give Yuito. And Douglas saying the as a family thing was a joke about them fighting others. It has nothing to do with the red string. Bring back our mom, kind of nervous. Also, can you imagine making fun of Yuito or anybody for getting to see their deceased relative, their deceased mom, alive again and getting emotional about it, I would be very surprised. Okay, sorry, people have different relationships with their families. But I just would never mock somebody for feeling emotional about that. It'd be a big damn deal. This box is filled with Baki goods like rubber stamps and trading cards. It's opaque, so who knows what could be inside. Many Baki fans want the complete set. And we know he loves Baki.
Whoa, thanks.
There's so many. I have to think of how I'll arrange them. I'm happy to have a lot of the same one.
Should I talk to Shiden?
Jeez, Kasane, come on. We're still giving gifts here. Alright, Baki Floor Light. This floor light faithfully reproduces Baki's soft and round form. Seeing Baki surrounded by warm light will undoubtedly brighten your day. I bet he puts this on his desk. Not every gift gets a place on the desk, but I bet this will.
Whoa, thanks.
Baki's light. It's lighting up the area, and my heart, too.
It's really reassuring having you nearby in battle. It might be weird for me to say, but I was able to realize how much I trust you.
I think I understand what you're saying. It wasn't all smooth, but I trust you now too.
Maybe it's exactly because it wasn't so smooth. I'm glad we're able to talk like this now.
Wow, hey, we got a second bond level with him. Pyrokinesis time effects. Also, it's not on the desk.
I feel like we've gotten pretty close. I hope you feel that way too.
Yes, I can read your actions now.
How big that is. I thought it was going to be like a little desk lamp. Okay, so we've got one more gift for him. Baki Dictionary. God, this guy loves Baki. This comprehensive, unabridged dictionary contains information on the official mascot of the mascot of the Arahabaki city computer, Baki. Baki information is always expanding, so the dictionary is still incomplete. This is the latest edition, issue 47. Oh, did it say floor lamp? I missed that.
Whoa, thanks.
This is the newest version. Baki info is always being updated, so I'll have to check it constantly. Oh, where did he go to read his Baki book? Yes, he did. Yep, there, hold on. You can see the Bakis on his screen. Okay. So, Kasane specifically wanted to go hang out with Shiden next, so we'll do that. I'm so glad that your power didn't fall into Togetsu's hands. Just think of all the damage they could have done with it.
Hey, Kasane, got a minute?
Yes, what do you need?
It can wait if you're busy, but I was hoping you'd run some military exercises with me.
We can go now. Let's head to the training facility.
Carolyn is questioning why you would make fun of anybody for getting emotional about something personal, and I agree.
I thought I could win this time. I can't believe you turned the tables on me at the last second.
I may have managed to push through at the end, but it was really close. Thanks. That made for a good training session. I noticed you move differently now. It's like you don't hesitate anymore.
Don't analyze me. You shouldn't get carried away just because you beat me.
It was a compliment.
I know, but I guess it's fine. I'll learn from this experience and win next time. Just you wait.
I appreciate your passion, but remember not to push yourself too hard. You'll make your family worry.
I don't even have to be pushing myself for them to worry. They never listen to anything I say.
You have good parents. You had better be replying to all of their messages.
I am, but they still won't stop bugging me. I decided I'm gonna drop by and see them once in a while.
That's a good idea. I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
They're constantly asking when I'll be coming over next. I mean, don't they get how busy I am?
You always talk about them like that, but I know they're important to you. You just can't admit it.
That's normal. You're just too blunt. Although that could be why you're so strong. You fight for what's important to you without being bothered by what anyone else thinks. That's a strength that can't be measured, and utterly incomprehensible to me. But I did learn something while watching.
What would that be?
Real strength isn't something you compare against other people. Everyone, including me, has their own unique strengths. Anyway, don't get cocky just because you're a little talented. I'm eventually going to surpass you and run the OSF one day.
And here I thought you'd actually grown as a person. You haven't changed much at all.
What?
Although, it would be off-putting if you suddenly changed overnight. So I guess this is better.
Nothing but insults, as usual. Are you really trying to become friends with me?
About that. I know what Kyoka said, but I don't think we need to force a friendship between us.
What?
We may have different ways of thinking, but we can trust each other on the battlefield. Don't you think that's good enough?
We're fighting in the same platoon. I suppose I can at least be cooperative.
I'm glad we've come to an agreement.
Whoa, that was weird. Hold on, we get more dialogue, but...
Hey, Kasane. I have something to say to you. You really are amazing. Your calm and confidence in battle, your strength of mind, and even though you're so cold, you're popular.
It's rare to get a compliment from you. Did you eat something weird?
No. I think the reason I've come this far is because I have a rival like you. So just because I recognize you as a rival, doesn't mean I'm going to let you win. Be ready.
Okay, if you recognize her as a rival, you would, by definition, not just sit back and allow her to win. That's the nature of a rivalry. What a weird thing to say. During that scene, when Shiden was saying strength isn't something that you compare against other people, it's what comes from within, it's your confidence, your own ability, and knowing your own strengths and limitations, I was literally thinking to myself, and I almost broke it and said, man, he's grown up a lot. Like, he's changed a lot since we met him. And then Kasane was immediately like, wow, you haven't changed at all. Same old Shiden. And, like, I was watching that and reading the conversation as... Shiden has come to terms with who he is and what he can do and whether or not he's better than others, and then like pretty much playfully said, oh, but don't worry, like I'm still gonna work and get stronger and someday I'll run the OSF. And I just took it as like some really lighthearted, friendly joshing and trash talk, and Kasane just like borderline laid into him like, wow, you haven't changed at all. No matter what Kyoka said, let's not force a friendship. Like, let's just agree to work together amicably. Let's be well-wishers, not cohorts. Like, just that was weird. Like, Kasane is frequently really blunt, sometimes and oftentimes to the point of being rude, but that was... I'm honestly surprised that wasn't more hurtful to Shiden, because I felt like he was reaching out and saying, like, I feel like we understand each other and we can work well together and you've taught me a lot. And Kasane was like, no, not really. You've made no forward progress at all. Which is like, I think demonstrably untrue. Oh, and hello to Yukino Hunter. I hope you're doing well. Blabla says completely thought the same thing, Angel. In this case, Kasane is the weird one. Yeah, that was an odd conversation, but I guess it worked. It's... blah blah blah, it's one of those cases where just like in 13 Sentinels, I'm wondering if there's something cultural or in the translation that just didn't carry over the way that it might have originally been intended. It's just a thought, because that came up on at least one occasion in 13 Sentinels. All right, he is, of all people, you guys, of all people, Shiden is the first person that we maxed out our bond level with. Electric Flux Discharge and Enhanced Shock. During SAS, unleash an electric flux discharge on the third aerial weapon combo attack and hold enemies in midair for a long period. I would love to do that. I can't hold them up as much as I want to ever. Damage further increases with every weapon combo. Okay, got it. And hello to Kethrick. I'm glad to see you again. Hey, we got a wood carving. Does Kasane... Hold on.
Listen carefully, because I'm only going to say it once. Don't die.
You're worried about me. Thank you. Same to you.
Hold on, I need to make a quick note. Don't die. I'm just gonna underline that part. Yeah, hello to Kethrick. Oh, and thank you for the follow to Yukino Hunter. Quick question, not necessarily a rhetorical one. Does Kasane keep her... Like, when people give Kasane things, like, do they get demonstrated up here? Is that the wood carving, for example? Because that's a really nice wood carving. If that's a wood carving, holy shit. That's a really good one. Anyway, let's not dawdle too long. So, oh, we can give gifts to Cheaton now. Let's do that. Even though I guess we're at maximum Cheaton, so we don't need to, but I'm still going to give him this plasma ball. Hey, Cheaton, I heard that you like electricity. I'm concerned that a raid came over, because the chat disconnected. Was there a raid of any kind? Just in case that there was, thank you so much, just because the viewer numbers suddenly bounced up, and I would feel really bad if a raid came over and I didn't see the notification. No raid. Okay, thank you very much. The chat sometimes, again, randomly disconnects. Nonetheless, welcome. Okay, does this mean you like my power? Well, I'll take it. Okay, here's your plasma ball. Okay, so, oh my, there's so many people, you guys, now to talk to. Let's talk to Gemma. So the moon was dropping the others onto Earth. I thought the others were our enemy, but it turns out behind their ugly veil, it was humans all along. That's not actually what's going on, Gemma, but if that's the lesson you've pulled from it, so be it.
Kasane, can we talk? I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I know this is cruel of me to ask. Could you tell me where Naomi died? I heard about what happened to her, and I wanted to visit the last place she stood before she died. Of course, you don't have to tell me if it's too painful for you.
It's Mizuhagawa. We can go together.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think you should see it too.
Sorry, and thank you.
Naomi died around here. This is where she fought the Togetsu soldiers. She and the rest of the people transformed into others. They saved us when we had nowhere to run, at the cost of their own lives.
It must have been hard for you.
Just looking at this place brings back painful memories. Naomi told me something back then, though. That she was happy to have been alive, and to perform one last act of humanity. Naomi was in pain, but she found a reason to live. That's why I won't let this keep me down. I'll survive anything the world wants to throw at me.
I see. Naomi lived her life to the fullest.
Gemma, are you crying?
Oh, looks like I am. Sorry.
You better not say you want to die, too.
Don't worry, I won't. I already decided I wouldn't waste my life anymore. I'm sure Naomi wouldn't be happy if I did something like that.
Good. I'm relieved to hear you say that. Why did you want to come here anyway?
I wanted to confirm what I was feeling. To figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. I won't let anyone go through what Naomi did ever again. However, this nation's issues are too great. Suo and Seiron are no different. They use and discard the innocent for their own gain.
You're right. I'm sure there are people like Naomi suffering somewhere in this country, even now.
I was hesitating because of the size of the opposition. But learning about Naomi's last moments here has solidified the path I need to take. Now that the government's actions have been made public, the system is slowly changing. I want to help create a new system to make up for past mistakes. That's the least I can do for Naomi.
I'm glad you have a goal. I'm sure she would be happy. It sounds like you'll still have plenty to do after retirement.
Actually, I had another idea about my retirement. Although it might be a little conceited. If a retired OSF soldier can live a long life and do something to help society, then I want to become the model case of a psionic successfully aging.
That's impressive. You must have drawn upon your vast experience to come up with an idea like that.
No, I didn't come up with it on my own. It's something I thought after talking with you.
Really?
Remember when I had you taste my cooking the other day? That helped me gain a little confidence that I had more to offer than my ability to fight. Even if I lose my power, there are still so many new things for me to try. I was worried about what would happen after retirement, but now I'm almost looking forward to it. People really can change.
He does look happier than when he first handed me Naomi's letter. Life goes on in this world, even without her. For both Gemma and me. I feel like I should start something new too.
Really? Do you want to try cooking with me? It's pretty interesting.
I'll think about it.
I really thought he was going to say that he was going to, like, run for office or
Look,
something.
Kasane, it seems like I'm not very good at expressing these kind of feelings. I'm just concerned about you as a friend. That's all I wanted to say.
It's strange. I don't feel upset hearing that coming from you, Gemma. Thank you.
No need to thank me, I'm just telling you how I feel. This is kind of embarrassing.
Hey, bond level 5. All right, more sclerokinesis.
Strange to say, but I really admire you.
I admire you as well. I have to make sure I live up to your respect.
I asked you if you wanted to cook with me, right? That made me remember something about Naomi. When Naomi gave me the recipe, she told me she wanted me to make it for you. She was worried about you, saying that you skipped meals if she didn't say anything. She told you that much? Oh, Naomi, I'm fine. I eat to survive, right, Gemma? Yeah, there's a lot we have to do, so we'll eat and survive. Oh, wait, there were more brain messages in here. Hey, are you free again tomorrow afternoon? We should spar again. I want to get you back for last time. One day isn't going to make much of a difference in results. I don't have time to train with you every day. You're saying that because you're afraid I'll win. I just got over a wall and I'm feeling great. One day is plenty of time to get better. If you don't want to spar, then let's do it in real combat. We'll see who can take down the most others. You have no right to refuse. And then Yuito says, can you give me a more detailed critique about the lunch I made? I want to consider it for next time. Yeah, Yuito, let me spend all of my time off critiquing your lunch. If I have to say something, I guess it was a little bland. You're very serious about this. What's so fun about housework? I've never really thought about it. The sense of achievement, maybe? I like planning out the steps and doing things in order. It's like winning a game when I can clean up efficiently. Also, I used to do housework for myself, but now I'm doing it for someone else. It's a different kind of happiness to make someone else happy. Okay, I can give gifts to Gemma. Let's do that. Okay, we've only got one for him. First book of people is the health is the age. Got it.
Hey, I'm grateful.
There's nothing especially wrong, but I'm feeling a little unhealthy. I'll read it carefully. Okay, so we've talked to Hanabi, we've talked to Yuito, we've talked to Gemma, we've not talked to Arashi. I've got a feeling things are gonna get hectic after this. I'll be taking it easy until Wakana gets up.
Arashi, do you have a second? It's about this program. After the update... She seems unusually focused. Is she making a new program?
Whoa, Kasane!
This is a video game. You're playing instead of doing work?
I could say you caught me, but this is what I always do. It's kind of pointless yelling at me over things like this anymore.
Why do you want to skip out on work so much?
It's not that simple. This is a defensive measure to ensure I don't waste my precious stamina and mental energy on pointless work.
Defensive measure? That's basically...
Arashi, got a minute? Did you come to scold me about my work ethic too?
Now's not the time for jokes. Major General Fubuki might be in trouble.
What happened?
I haven't been able to reach him for the past few hours. His geolocation isn't available either. The OSF hasn't been able to help. We're working in the dark.
It's probably best we go look for him then.
No, we don't need to do that.
How come?
Because he's going to wander back like nothing happened. Going to look for him is just a waste of time.
Saving your only brother is a waste of your time?
I'm saying my time shouldn't be used on a pointless effort.
Fine. Let me try putting it another way. Which do you think is better? Wasting a moment of your time on pointless work? Or losing him and regretting it for the rest of your life?
Lose him? Right. You... I see. You may have a point. Haruka, send me Fubuki's last known location.
Okay, hold on. There, I sent it. It was a while ago, so we should expand the search. Arashi? Did she just leave?
Can you track her location with GPS?
I'm doing it, but I'm getting her geolocation data coming from everywhere. I can't get a lock on her current location.
It must be her hypervelocity. We should wait and see where she ends up before we go after her.
Arashi stopped. She's...
It's Arashi. Rebel is blocking my path. I'll need your power to move this. I'll send you the coordinates.
I'm heading out to the coordinates. Looks like it's around the abandoned subway.
Oh, here we go.
Arashi, I'm inside the abandoned subway, headed your way.
Me, Arashi. Copy that. Hurry if you can. I'll continue investigating the area. Wait a minute.
Hey, Arashi! She does whatever she wants.
Like you're one to talk, Kasane.
Let's keep going. Good. Let's keep going.
Oh, hold on.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Something rare.
Oh, hello to Patikin!
That was quick.
Hello to Patikin, everybody rating over. Patikin, how are you liking the campaign mode in Age of Empires 4? I saw you, like, running some troops up and basically knocking down some enemy walls, and it looked like...
You'll need to break...
Hold on one second. I want to switch up the, because we were talking about it. Right. I wanted... Where is it? Brain map? SAS, here it is. So I'm going to take out sclerokinesis, and I'm going to put Yuito's power back in. And what I wanted to do was...
Kasane, use your psychokinesis and hit it with something heavy. With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful. Aim for that spot.
We did it.
Oh, wow. Patikin finished all 4 campaigns, and hello to Diesel Jones. Diesel, I can't remember if we said this, but I know that you keep a busy schedule. Just in case we don't get an opportunity to say this later on, I hope that you have a fantastic holiday season. You and the family, and hopefully enjoy some time off from work and other stuff, and just enjoy the new year. I mean, hopefully we'll get to hang out with you a bunch between now and then, but I just want to make sure that we don't lose the opportunity to say that to folks that, yeah, we get to hang out with here on Twitch. Oops. Hold on, I don't think I can get over the train. Yes, I can. All right. Will save or whatever? Patikin's going to be playing the crossover quest for the AC games, reinstalled AC Odyssey for it, but is doing that tomorrow. Awesome. We're looking on the calendar to see when would be a good opportunity to start our next Ubisoft adventure, but we're not there yet. Oh, what the hell? I knew there was a guy there. I just didn't think that he had access to getting me.
I'll do it.
I trust you, Kasane.
The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it.
Not yet.
The shell is broken. Attack now.
Got it. It's over.
All right. I didn't really take any damage. I don't have to go back. Oh, wait. Can't we teleport? There's something in here I've never, ever gotten because we didn't have access to teleportation at the time. And now I've got Luca's ability. Hold on, everybody. We gotta go back. I always sort of like secretly had it in my head that we were gonna go do this and then didn't. Oh, that's full up. Okay, so this we get through with just some electrokinesis. And this we can pick up. I think it's the one in the chamber before this. There's some, like, barricade. I don't think we can teleport through this wall, but let's try it, just to be sure. Teleportation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he needs to be able to see through the wall, like a chain link fence or, like, shelving. Then he can get through it. Go back here. Yep, here we go.
I'll leave it to you.
Whatever this is, it's been teasing me on the map for 20 hours. All right, anything else in here that we need to care about? No. All right, now we can go forward. Sorry.
I need your help.
Oh, but yeah, Patikin and everybody raiding over. I am now officially on my end-of-the-year vacation. And although it's hypothetically possible something might drag me back in, I don't... Oh, hold on, it's right here. But yeah, very, very much looking forward to doing a lot of extra streaming over the next several days. I want to see Patikin's stream of AC Odyssey, though.
I've almost reached the coordinates.
Copy that. I'm getting reports about a gust of wind blowing through the city.
What?
Yes, it's not causing any damage, but apparently it's unsettling. I just thought you should know.
That gust. I don't think it'll be coming back. I'm betting it was Arashi. She was probably running all over the place looking for traces of Major General Fubuki. Despite what she was saying, she must be really worried.
Well, Kasane, you worked really hard to make her worried.
Just find an opening.
Arashi!
Kasane, what took you so long?
I came here as soon as I could. I'll save my questions for later. First, we have to do something about this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can keep going. Is Major General Fubuki up ahead?
Probably. It looks like there was a big fight here. The damage seems recent.
They just won't let up. What gives?
They're not going to stop me.
Give it to me, Arashi. Check. More power.
Don't fail.
It's down. Let's finish it.
Useless. It's over.
Let's hurry up and take care of them. This area is
I'll do it. Check.
particularly in danger.
Understood. You be careful too. If it's caved in ahead, Fubuki won't be able to move.
I don't know if this will hit. Nah.
We need to hurry for her peace of mind as well.
Kasane, normal
More rubble.
Leave it to me.
Fubuki!
Arashi? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. What happened?
I was investigating the area when the extinction belt suddenly descended and jammed my transmissions. Then the others suddenly appeared and destroyed the path, trapping me here.
I knew I didn't need to come all this way. Honestly.
No, you still saved me. Thank you, Kasane. I'm sorry to have bothered you, sis.
Yeah, no kidding. Now I'm exhausted.
Sorry. I guess this makes it the second time you saved me.
Did something similar to this happen in the past?
Yes, back when I was a kid, and scouted by the OSF. Arashi threw a big tantrum using her power, and told them they couldn't take me with them.
What? But it's obligatory. It's no use trying to change their mind. So why?
The OSF and death go hand in hand. Sometimes we need to accept the irrational. I might be able to handle that, but I knew full well that someone earnest like him wasn't equipped to deal with it. And those who aren't equipped to deal with it have a high chance of dying needlessly. So I thought I'd save everyone the trouble and stop him from being enlisted in the first place. Although in the end, I wasn't able to change anything. Just a child's tantrum. That was the biggest waste of my entire life. My brother ended up enlisting in the OSF and somehow even managed to climb up to regiment commander. On the other hand, I got injured, got the top brass on my back, making me run PR. Just the worst.
Injured? So you got hurt?
Yeah, I did something really stupid. I used my hypervelocity and tore my limbs off when I hit a wall.
What?
What?
Don't worry, they fixed them right up so there's barely even a scar. But like you said, my pointless action didn't yield me anything. Just like today.
Neither of them were pointless to me.
Fubuki?
You risked your life to protect me. You used your tiny body to shield me. Ever since I saw that, I wanted to become someone who could risk their life for another. And while you were healing, I found out how fun letters could be.
Letters? What letters?
Did you forget? You wrote me letters as part of your physical therapy treatments for your hands. That's why I started writing letters too. It's like a hobby of mine now.
Really?
It helps me relax. There's something else it helps me with too. It helps me remember the time you defended me. It really cheers me up. So it wasn't pointless.
Huh.
So about today, do you really think it was pointless?
Yeah, I do.
I see.
I really hate wasted effort, but that doesn't mean it's all bad. It's fine doing something like this once in a while. It's a little embarrassing how it goes against everything I believe in, though. Kasane, you really are strong. Even with all this discouragement, you just take it and keep fighting.
That's thanks to you and everyone else. I'm not that strong on my own.
I don't remember doing anything special, but I guess I'm happy I could help.
Okay, bond level 5. Sorry, there's just something very Arashi about casually sharing a story about the time you used your powers and wound up ripping off your own limbs. Followed by, don't worry, they fixed it up. It's fine. There's barely even a scar from the time that I was a quadriplegic. Jesus Christ, Arashi. Also, did everybody else notice that Fubuki said, yeah, the others were in here and they brought down the walls and trapped me in here so I couldn't get out? And then Arashi's response to that is, oh, so I didn't have to come here anyway. Great. So glad I wasted my time. No, like, he wasn't in danger of death yet, but he could have starved to death down there. I guess once the extinction belt lifted, then he could use communications again. But still, he needed your help. It just wasn't as urgent. Okay, longer hypervelocity. I'll definitely take more time with.
I'm always willing to help you whenever you need me to. I never thought I'd hear that from you. I'm honored. Thank you.
Blah 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 says, I like Arashi, but sometimes her attitude is just garbage. Okay, so we're gonna have some gifts for Arashi, I think. Just the arcade game case.
You know what I like. Thanks.
Ooh, you got a commercial use case. You know I'm putting this in the hideout. Yeah, but it goes right behind her. This game is rumored to train your power just by playing it. So this is like work, right? Yep. Boom. Yeah, right there. Okay. Guys, who have we not talked to? Or more specifically, who do I have gifts for? That would be sort of the faster way, because I'm pretty sure that we've talked to everybody. I think this is it. All right, let's check. We're going to go to items. We're going to go to presents. We're going to look at the simple candle, which is for Hanabi somehow. Did I not give gifts to Hanabi after we Bond episoded with her? Do you think Wakana will be able to stay here forever? I think we already had that conversation with you. Okay, so let's give her the red abdominal roller. This exercise tool has a red wheel for training abdominal muscles. Yeah, she really needs that. Just holding it in both hands and rolling it will give you a six-pack. This product is used by everyone from exercise amateurs to experts. Everyone starts rolling when summer gets close.
Thanks.
I want to tighten my abs up some more. I really want that hourglass figure. Okay. All right. Is she using the roller? Oh, yes, she is. Wow. Okay. Hey, I'm not done. I have more gifts. Sorry. She just face planted on a roller. Okay, that's enough of laughing at her self-improvement regimen. Okay, antique lamp set. This set of colored antique lamps have cute chimneys shaped like flower petals. Electric lamps are more common. These lamps use oil and lit with fire, giving off a gentle light.
No way! Thank you!
Wow, that's so cute and retro. It's just what a girl wants. Lighting this lamp on a quiet night. Ooh, how romantic. All right, we got one more. Simple candle.
Wow, I'm so happy.
I want to hone my pyrokinesis more, and this will be a great practice for making small flames. Oh, we got an objective. 80 types of gifts is what we just got. Wow, I've got 2 more of these too, huh? Okay. We have to go to library? Yeah, the challenges are like in a weird place. Okay, actually we've got a few. So we're gonna get an optional assault vision. We're gonna get 80 types of gifts. That's gonna give us combat vision resonator. We're gonna get 150,000 kin for all the uses we have for that. And clear a mission for the first time. We get a regen support link and a special weapon attack enhancer. Okay. And nothing else to do. Okay. We're gonna do a couple things, but they're gonna be quick. We're gonna go to the shop, and I need to turn off the wish list for these 2 things, because I don't need them anymore. We've got more than we can actually use. I should probably see if I can sell, or maybe break down the The 2 extras that I have. Yeah, everybody... We went through the gifts. Everybody got the gifts that they wanted. Can't buy any of these, so that's fine. I don't want any visuals right now. We're done with plugins. We're done with weapons. We're done with battle items. Okay. Yeah, I don't want those. Okay. And now I'm going to save it. And then... Is there anything else that we have to do? We just go straight story now, right? That's it? After just the first 90 minutes of the episode? We're going to go do the game now for a while? I think that's everything. Before we do, and this is just a quick notice. Jump back to, like, when you guys get a chance, go back to episode 2 of this playthrough. We have it all organized into a great collection, and I'm pretty sure that episode 2 would start right in the hideout. Do you guys remember when we first got in here? It was just blank white walls and this couch, and there was nothing else in here. Look at all this stuff. Like, I think this was on here. We may or may not have had the weight set over here. Look at how lived in this looks like right now. Maybe lived in isn't the right word, because it doesn't really look like a space where people live. But look at all the evidence of our crew and the things that we've given them and all this stuff. That's awesome. I really like it when you get an environment that changes in response to, like, the events in the game and, like, the things that you've done. This is really well done. I mean, it's not that it couldn't be better done, but I do like the way that it's done. I think the best I've ever seen is still Dragon Age Inquisition, because that was, like, the whole point of that game, and it was really well done. Okay. That is everything. Story time. I didn't go look for side quests, and I don't think I care very much. But let's go pick them up. I'm not going to go do them, but it just now occurred to me that there might be side quests to pick up, and if I pick them up, then we at least have the option to do them as we go. All right, let's just check the map, because we'll know if anybody's around. Sorry. Oh, look. No side quests at all. Okay, that'll make this easy. All right, let's go check the other 2 environments. Go to Seiran City. I've never seen a side quest in the training facilities, so we're not going to bother to go there. All right, let me hit back. Oh, we got a couple side quests to pick up. This will be a quick little sojourn.
Looks like there's a resource reading. Kasane, if someone wants to make a request to us, why don't we listen to them? We might be able to help.
Yeah, hold on. I got turned around. Where is the request relative to where I'm standing? Just down this way. All right. Oh, here he is. She? Yeah. I want to join the OSF to be like the person I admire. I'm small and not very strong, but I believe that no matter how big, how fearsome the other, you can defeat it by using your power effectively. Could you show me how to fight? It'd be great if, you know, you could use teleportation for me. Sure. I never thought you'd agree, even a small guy. Okay. Let's make it active. I'm gonna look at what it is. We're not gonna, like, go out of our way for it, but I just want to see. Story, quests. What did I do? Story, quests. Okay. Use a combo vision with Luca and defeat 1 Booger Sabbit. So, that seems in every way like it should be something easy to do. And again, since you usually have to land the killing blow with Luca, it, super is not easy. At least most of them aren't. Okay, let's talk to her. People that work food stalls like me are very careful about fire. There's lots of flammable buildings here. I heard that there are others who spray oil everywhere. If one of those attacked... Young lady, could you take down those villainous others to protect Seiran's famous food stall district? She'll give me a candle. I've already given that, but... Disaster prevention. Sure, let's take a quick look to see what this is. And actually, well, let's do that after we pick up whatever other quests might be in the third location. You know, Masubi's. Hey, you know what we haven't even a little bit checked out?
I sort of feel like someone is in trouble. I want to help them if we find them.
That anime series, remember when we first started playing, it was like, hey, there's secret codes you can get by watching the anime series. That's still a thing. I haven't looked at that yet. I guess it's like on some website, but I sort of glanced at the fact that it existed and, you know, life. I feel like the chimneys are getting more active lately. It's not enough to put into a forecast, but it worries me. Hey, you're OSF, right? This is just based on my gut instinct, but you take them down as fast as possible. I know I asked you for help, but maybe you could get a helping hand from yourself from one of your allies. So we get a brain field gear. I don't know what that is. And then SAS refueling drink. Yeah, thanks. That's a Scarlet Guardian for you. Oh, hello to Sari! And Glomdy. Hello to Sari and Glomdy and Jody K and everybody raiding over. Sari says this microphone sounds so damn good. What'd you get? What kind of microphone did you get? I bet that this is going to be, doing, something with super move. Super fast. No, it's not. Use a combo vision with Sugumi and defeat a winery chinery. No. Okay, is there anybody else in here? Sorry, we really, really enjoyed, last night's episode of, Kyber Shards. I know there were a lot of technical difficulties to put it together. Oh, mine does. Sorry, thank you very, very much. Yeah, so if anybody missed, what was it, episode 52, which was their official 1-year anniversary, they tried some new sort of stuff in the sort of production side of things, and it didn't go exactly as planned. So I know that Philip, the DM, had a lot of difficulty editing together the episode, but it all flowed just fine. You guys have a lot to be proud of with Kyber Charts. We really enjoy watching that with you guys. Turning into an editing wizard, yeah. Okay, so for all of that, the good news is everybody that just raided over, here's the good news. You have now come in on the other side of an hour and 40 minutes of giving gifts and hanging out with people and going on their Bond episodes. And just for the record, I really do like that, but now you're in it for the main story. We are just about to kick off Phase 11. I will say, just in case, because we're now pretty deep in the game, so here is my boilerplate spoiler warning. Scarlet Nexus is a very, very well-made third-person action game with light RPG elements and a surprisingly deep combat system. There's lots of flexibility to it. The RPG-ness of it tends to fall away, and you're mostly focused on just doing the action side of things. And you're already getting a sense, I think, for the art style and some of the voice acting you'll hear in just a minute. If any part of that sounds remotely appealing to you, I do recommend this game. I think it's going to be on sale in just a couple of days on the Steam Winter Sale. So if you are interested in seeing some more without any spoilers, you could go back in our collection and watch like episode 1, episode 2, get a sense for how it unfolds, and know that I am now dozens of hours in and very much enjoying myself. Now that said, that's your last warning, because we're going to plow ahead with main story. We're into the 11th chapter, or phase as it's called. Carolina says, speaking of mics, what mic do you use? This is a Yeti Blue mic. That's the mic that we got, and the headset that I'm using is some HyperX whatever, which is just for being able to hear and not getting any feedback on it. I do like the headset quite a bit, but the mic is a Yeti Blue. Marine Bro, hello to Marine Bro, says it's on Xbox Game Pass. Another awesome way to play it. This game is very good. I do recommend it. But now the next thing you hear is going to be a quick story recap, because we had a request from via private message to read through the story recap ahead of doing the next chapter, and we're going to do that right now. So quick caution, massive spoilers await as soon as I can figure out where is it. Oh, here it is. Yes, okay. So, Phase 10. This is previously on Scarlet Nexus. Kasane and the others tell Fubuki about the Kunad Gate and Togetsu's plans. They decide that Kasane's group will stop Togetsu, and Fubuki will negotiate a ceasefire between Suo and Seiran. When discussing how to infiltrate Togetsu, Kagero calls out to Yuito, saying he'll be waiting in Kikuchiba. Kasane's group meets up with Yuito and Kagero. While in Kikuchiba, they hear that Kagero assassinated Joe Sumeragi on Togetsu's orders. Long ago, the Moon People, believe it or not, that's a real thing, the Moon People feared the metamorphosis of people into others due to other particles and created the extinction belt out of those particles to surround Earth. The people of Togetsu, stranded on Earth, want to reset history so they can return to the moon. Kagero, however, admits that he will not let that plan succeed because it would erase the existence of his daughter. Kagero had to go through with the assassination to not draw Togetsu's suspicions, as he intends to stop their plans from the inside. Kasane's group infiltrates Togetsu to stop their city computer, Babe, and get information on the Kunad Gate. Babe tries to distract them by using a vision of a woman. This woman is Kasane's foster mother, Wakana. She also turns out to be Yuito's birth mother. They are shocked to discover that Wakana had the red strings power. They avoid Babe's plan and arrive at the computer central terminal. At that moment, however, all of Babe's data is erased. They stop Togetsu's plan but lose the information on the Kunad Gate. Realizing that the only thing left is to try to meet Wakana, they decide to use the red strings to travel through time. Can you imagine if this was your first exposure to this game? Time travel, a computer named Babe, multiple factions, red strings and time travel powers. Okay. And then we got a little picture of Babe up there. The Kunad Gate above the Kunad Highway is growing. Everyone works together to activate the red strings. Kasane travels to a time they are sure Wakana was alive, the day she died at the old OSF hospital. Kasane arrives in the past as planned, where she is greeted by Wakana, who is already seemingly aware of the situation. The data Babe transmitted to the past was drawn to the red strings and streamed into her brain. Wakana wants to travel into Kasane's timeline. Before she travels, she wants to put the ear cuff on Yuito to protect his memories. Suddenly, an other attacks the hospital. Multiple others, really. But Kasane protects the young Yuito and encouragingly hands him the ear cuff before she returns to the present with Wakana. Oh, and there we go. There's a little picture. All right, so there's our story recap. Marine Bro says, sounds like a normal anime story. See, I have very little exposure to anime, so I wouldn't know, but sure. Don't you hate the Yeti too? Sorry, BTR. I seem to remember a red one. Oh, have the Yeti. Yeah, that's what we have. And I'll just share, sorry, if you would ever be interested, I would be more than happy to share all of the mic settings that we use. Is really just a couple noise gates to cut down on background sound. There's a second person here who prefers not to be on mic, so we keep that choked down pretty well. Okay, so Sam Lander says, I have very little exposure to anime. Oh man, we're going to have to change that someday. Okay, so we're about to jump into story. As fans of the channel know, when the characters are talking, I'm not. I'll try to greet anybody else who might come in, but you'll find that I'm much more quiet as we have the story unfold. And here we go.
I'm sorry I made you all worry.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, and we have to hurry back to the Kunad Gate.
We're going back there again? Do you know what we can do about it, Mother?
Yes. We must get rid of the entanglements in the Kunad Gate, or the world will eventually be destroyed.
Entanglements? What are they?
We should head to the Kunad Gate before I explain it further.
Okay. Then we'll go to the Kunad Highway. Everyone get ready. Mom, you can have a seat here.
Thank you. You got so big.
Huh? That was sudden.
You joined the OSF. How's Kaito? Are you getting along with your older brother?
He's good. We don't really get along anymore.
Oh. Can you tell me what's happening in your time, in the present?
And that's basically it. The only other thing is the existence of the Kunad Gate.
Thank you. Along with Babe's data, I think I understand a lot now. Are we almost ready to leave?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Let's go, Mother.
Is something the matter? I'm just happy you turned into such a fine young lady. It's not my place to say that, though. I'm sorry I left you behind and ran away.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. They were trying to kill you, and I don't remember much about being in Togetsu anyway. And after I came to Suo, I had my big sister.
Then I have to say thank you to your sister.
I'm sure she'll be happy.
You still call me Mother, even after everything.
Wakana came from 11 years in the past and leads them to the Kunad Gate. She tells them how to close the gate. Oh, spoiler alert. Starting screen. Also, sorry I had asked her, is this running straight into OBS? Yep, mic goes directly into OBS. No additional software or connections. Just straight in.
Things are moving fast, but I'm hoping you can tell us how to deal with the Kunad Gate. You said something about entanglements?
Ultimately, Yuito and Kasane have to enter the Kunad Gate and unravel the entanglements. What I'm telling you here is just a concept. The traces interfering with time should look like tangled red threads. According to Togetsu's theory, whenever you jump through time, a dimensional hole like the Kunad Gate is created, but it should then disappear. The reason this hasn't disappeared is because Yuito and Kasane's powers resonated. The Kunad Gate is different from the theorized gates in that it's persisting in a distorted state. Using a distorted gate for a time jump creates entanglements. If you can unravel those entanglements, you can close the Kunad Gate.
Distorted? I don't really get it yet. But when you say enter the Kunad Gate, do you mean go into that hole in the sky?
That strange space. Is it inside the Kunad Gate? You saw it too, when the gate first opened.
Oh, that place with all the weird images?
That's right. That strange space that Kasane mentioned exists inside the Kunad Gate. It is a concept of space that only exists for those with the red string's power. Togetsu called it the Chronos Terminal.
Perhaps it's a kind of station or junction point for traveling through time.
So only Yuito and Kasane can perceive it. I guess that explains why we didn't notice it when we jumped to the future.
When there is time contact between 2020, when the gate was made, and another time, entanglements are created.
Time contact? Is that any different from time travel?
It's a broader definition of time travel. Even if you don't arrive at that time, even if you just attempt. Basically, if someone with the red string's power even touches that time, there is a trace. That is time contact. The only way to actually see which times have entanglements is for the two of you to go and check for yourselves.
So I guess the only thing we can do is leave it to Yuito and Kasane.
Even if we find the entanglements, we won't know how to unravel them until we see them.
The Chronos Terminal is conceptualized by your powers, so you'll know how to unravel them. Not with reason, but with intuition. Also, I'm weak, but I can use the red strings, so I'll support you from here.
Okay, so we just need to use the red strings again and enter the Chronos Terminal.
I'm going with you this time.
You don't know what kind of dangers will be there. Make sure you're ready before you go.
If it gets dangerous, you both come right back.
Don't worry, we will. Just take care of my mother. Keep her safe.
It's all right. Don't worry. We will protect Wakana.
All right, we don't have much time. Let me know when you're ready.
I got the hang of using the red strings now. Yuito's here this time. I have to do this right.
Okay, just before they say something else, because they usually do, if Marine Bro is still here, thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck with the Christmas cookies, and I hope you have a great evening. But thank you very, very much for stopping by. All right, anything else? Sometimes they say multiple things. Okay. Arashi says, memories are a problem. I'm wondering if there's an easy way to erase them. Although erasing them from another person's brain is too much like personality rehabilitation for my liking. Well, I remembered, so I thought I'd read his letters again, but unfortunately I threw them all away. It's really too bad. I don't think the garbage dissolution has started yet, so why don't you go get them out? Garbage dissolution? Wow, okay, that's apparently what they do with refuse. Think about it. This unit doesn't separate trash. I'm not digging letters out of some unsanitary place like that. Okay, and Shiden says, I really respect Yuito's resolve to do everything we can, but it's not like you've actually seen an entanglement in person. I mean, you'd be using an unstable power to enter that completely mysterious Kunad gate to unravel the entanglements? Is that even possible? Shiden's right. I haven't seen the entanglements before, and I honestly don't know how to unravel them, but we're the only ones that can do it. That's why we're going. Thank you for worrying about us, Shiden. I promise we're not going to fail. I don't remember ever being worried, so go unravel that entanglement and get back here. Got it? Alright, and, oh yeah, let's just check to see who do I want to have in the party? Like, who's, oh, actually, we're pretty well locked in. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's swap out Arashi for, what's his face? Tsugumi, because we just made her a really good tank. And Gemma, let's swap him out for, get Hanabi in here. Or Luca. We've not done anything with Luca yet. Diesel says, thank you for the holiday wishes. I hope everyone has a great holiday season as well. Yeah. Yeah, whether you celebrate or hopefully just get a little bit of time off of work, whether you go to a big family gathering with friends and others, or you decide to spend it alone doing the things that you enjoy. I hope that everybody has an opportunity to do something that they really like here at the end of the year. Oh, does he teleport around when you run? All right, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, we're ready. Do you have any idea how much shopping I did? I'm ready to go. We are 100%.
Good to go, Kasane?
I'm ready.
Focus your consciousness together. Picture the site of the Chronos Terminal.
To the Chronos Terminal.
We will unravel those entanglements. It looks like we actually made it. Are each of those images connected to different times?
We can't just stand around. We have to search for the entanglements.
I guess it's nothing new when it's your third time. So, how do we find them? I don't feel anything yet.
It must be Mother.
Is she guiding us? Let's go! Others?
How are they inside the Chronos Terminal?
Calm down. That place is built from your consciousness. It's an imaginary world. It is a very unstable place. Your fear and anxiety, all of your emotions affected. The memories of your past made others appear.
So basically, you're saying that these others were created by our mental immaturity.
That makes us sound pretty lame. But if we made them, we can take them down, too.
I know the two of you can handle it, but be careful.
We might have to, make some adjustments to Yuito's build if he's gonna be our... Okay. If he's gonna be our,
So if our consciousness has made it, is
tank.
this other an illusion? It sure looks real.
As long as your brain thinks so, it's the same as if it was. We have to fight it.
Ouch.
We can do it now!
Fortunately, not only does Kasane remember that enemies exist, but also cars.
get burned if I don't do something.
Burn it! This is no.
Okay, I'm not doing well so far.
We did it.
Oh, come on, get back here.
Check.
Okay.
This is what I see.
Let's get rid of them.
Enemy is done.
I'll do it. Useless. Check.
Regroup.
I'll do it.
Great job. That was a good move.
Hey, do you feel something?
Yeah, it's like my head is buzzing. It's weird.
It's an interesting environment. Also, I feel like this whole idea with the red strings has a little bit of a Heisenberg problem with it.
This is the old
Hold on a
OSF
second.
hospital on that day in 2009. It's an entanglement.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but I can feel it. This is definitely it. If we want to successfully unravel this, then I'm betting that we have to use the red strings, our power.
Yes, I feel it too. We should be able to make this work.
Another one!
Let's hold it off while we unravel the entanglement.
All right. I know we can
Okay,
do
hold
it.
on.
Right, you tell.
We gotta get in and hit this thing in the legs.
Let's go.
That seems to be the spot.
Useless. It's over. Check.
Enemy is done.
Oh, nope, there's no point in doing that now. So what am I... Oh, am I left triggering? Is that the entanglement then? Oh, I guess so. I thought that was like a weapon that I could use.
It should unravel. Us together.
Okay, is that... Do I do more with it now, or do I hit them?
This will make the Kunad Gate disappear.
Hey, Kasane. That day, I never got the chance to thank you properly. So, thank you for saving me.
What? That came out of nowhere.
You were the one that saved me 11 years ago at the hospital, right? I remember it perfectly now. I used to be a dud, and then all of a sudden I had powers. My power awakening? I think it was because you shared yours with me.
What? Powers aren't something you can just share.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying sounds silly, but if it were possible, it was thanks to meeting you that day that I'm still alive, and have reached my goal of getting into the OSF. That's what I think, so... Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
You look totally confused, but that's okay. I think it's unraveled now. Everyone is probably worried about us.
Mother's power. I can still feel it.
So, there's more than one entanglement?
If so, it's simple. We just have to unravel all of them.
Right. Okay, let's go.
Like, if you...
We did unravel that entanglement, right?
I think so. But something still feels off.
So you feel it too. Something's bothering me.
If touching other time periods causes entanglements, and the only way to solve an entanglement is to go into the Kunad Gate and touch other time periods, it feels like the only way to solve an entanglement is to create other entanglements. Like once... Oh god, hold on, hold on.
This is what I see.
Okay, just hit him with anything then. I don't care what it is.
That seems to be the spot.
I'm not done yet. This is good. Let's get rid of them. More power. Beat it.
Okay, but I really... Hold on a second.
Enemy is stunned.
Useless. It's over. Hanami, fire!
This is bad.
It's close.
Oh, I'm out of, Nope. Hold on a second.
That seems to be the spot.
Yeah, Bronyon, don't worry, man. You're gonna get yours. I just need to take care of your friends first.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. Whoops. I managed to mess that one up.
Take them out quick. That seems to be the spot.
Okay.
Us together. It should unravel.
Usually, for whatever reason, red doesn't stream to the internet really well, and this is a very, very red environment, so hopefully it doesn't just look like a huge mess.
This future should now no longer exist.
Have you ever thought about what you would do if you could travel to the past and change history?
You mean after we remove the Kunad Gate?
Yeah. The ability to travel through time freely. That's the true power of the red strings.
Right. If I could go back and save my sister, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought of it. I wanted to save Naomi. I just kept thinking there must be a way over and over again. Every now and then I'm reminded that I won't see her again, and it rattles me.
Sure.
If I could change history so Naomi wouldn't turn into another, if that was something I could actually do, I don't think I'd do it.
Why?
Because if you change the past, no one knows how it will affect everything after that. If we were in a different platoon, if we weren't scouted, if I was never adopted, is changing the past until I get the results I want really saving Naomi? And not just Naomi. It's not right to go back and change the lives of everyone in the world just for my own selfish desires.
Yeah, I guess it's not right to mess with everyone else just to fulfill your wants.
It's painful, and there's a lot of suffering we have to bear. but it's a burden we must carry.
Sorry, it was weird of me to bring up. That being said, I am glad I asked, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm relieved you agree.
Oh.
But this mindset is thanks to you. I've learned so much.
The same goes for me. I think my old self would have come to a different conclusion.
I mean, I don't think you would have even talked to me for this long, back when you first joined.
You know, that's not... Okay, perhaps you're right about that.
This is Mom's... There's still an entanglement?
But all the time periods we traveled to. No, now's not the time to think about it. Can you keep going?
I'll be okay. I'm probably just a little tired from using my brain too much.
We should hurry.
You too, I get pretty tired from using my brain too much too.
Times, right?
Yes, I think those are the only ones.
I'm not really, like, stopping to look at all of these scenes. I assume that they are things that happened previously in the game, or maybe are other elements of the, what's the phrase? Like concept art or something?
Isn't that...
The Sumeragi crest. That's it. This is the image I saw at the start.
Right. Yakumo Sumeragi's crest. It seems like a time entanglement appeared then. What? How?
Former Major General Karin.
So they're going to keep coming.
We need to unravel the entanglement.
Okay. Off to a good start. Dodge!
I'm not done
okay.
Still
I need a little bit of space.
That was close. Time to fly,
And a lot of bit of time.
That seems to be the spot.
Okay. Let's do this, and duplication, and... I do not like being up against the wall. Okay, nope, we're just gonna get away here for a second. I don't even know if these guys have vulnerable spots. Yo! Okay.
Let's go, Tsugumi.
Burn it. That seems to be the spot.
How are you not on fire? Jesus Christ!
I'm not done yet.
You guys good? Let's take it down.
Yes, let's take it down. Alright, just pretend that looked awesome. Okay.
You can trust me. Let's do this. We're doing this.
Show me. That seems to be the spot.
Oh man, the dodge to the side attack really sucks! I don't even know how that works.
That was close.
Now, let's finish it.
There we go, okay.
It's over. I trust you, Kasane.
Nope, sorry. Gotta turn some of this stuff off. Okay, let's get untangling.
Us together. I'll try. It should unravel.
Honestly, I thought those bulges were the entanglements.
Okay, that should...
Yuito? This is bad. I don't think I can take much more either.
So, did we do it? That should be all of them, right?
Probably, but something doesn't feel right. Karin and Yakumo Sumeragi. What happened to them?
Damn it. I'm blacking.
Yuito, Kasane.
Mom?
Mother.
Where am I?
Oh good, you're awake. It seems like we made it back.
What's going on? The Kunad Gate... Why hasn't it disappeared?
Well...
Good job, you two. It's all okay now.
What? But...
Mother, we unraveled the entanglements. So why?
Leave the rest to me.
What?
Thank you for growing up so strong. You've made a lot of wonderful friends. Those connections are much more valuable than any red string. Treasure them for the rest of your life.
Mother?
Mom. You can't go back to the past.
If you go back, Toketsu will...
It has to be done. Forgive me. The longer I remain here, the more painful it will be.
No, hold on! There's still so much that I need to say!
Mother! Yuito. Kasane. Live on. Knowing you're happy is all that I could ask for.
So today is the day. I may give you my brain, but you can't have my memories of the future. Kaito. Yuito. Kasane.
body has been confirmed as the target, Wakana. Current theory for cause of death is cerebral overload due to a malfunction in the personality rehabilitation device. We believe an irreversible memory wipe was conducted. There is significant damage to the memory regions in her brain. Following protocol and retrieving her brain.
I see. There was an entanglement from when Mom time traveled.
Mother. She explained it to us earlier when the two of you were gone. The Kunad Gate wouldn't disappear as long as she was still present in this time.
We have a message she left for the two of you. Let me send it to you now.
We should probably just read this. I'm sorry we have to part like this. I should have told you what I was trying to do, but I didn't trust myself to be calm talking to you, too. I'll summarize what I told your friends. I'm going back to my time now. No, I should say that I went back. There are 3 reasons. 1, to protect the history of Wakana Sumeragi dying in 2009. 2, to ensure the history where I received the Red Strings data sent by Togetsu. Togetsu sent the data to me because they salvaged my brain and connected it to Babe. So my brain has to be collected by Togetsu in 2009. 3, to erase the entanglement I created. If somebody with the Red Strings power who is from a different time than you two passes through the Kunad Gate, an entanglement is created. As long as I try to pass through the Chronos Terminal, the entanglement can't be eliminated. But my death eliminates the power and cause so the entanglement can be erased. That means I have to carry out my life in my original time. I've had this plan ever since I received the Red Strings data. This will eliminate the Kunad Gate. What happens to the world after that is up to you living in 2020. Please work with your friends to make a better future. P.S. I know I must have hurt you both. But I was happy that I was able to see my precious children grown up and strong. Thank you for being born and for living, for giving me happiness. I pray that you will see so much more happiness than what you gave me. Yuito, Kasane, I will always love you. Wakana Sumeragi. Yeah, like, when I say this next thing, it's not a joke or to make light of it. She sat down in that chair, and she turned that thing on and set it to cook her own brain because she knew it was what history demanded, and that anything less than that would result in the slow destruction of the world through the Kunad Gate, and or very, very dangerous information falling into the hands of Togetsu that would use it to unravel all of history and delete her and her own children from existence. Nonetheless, she sat down in that chair and she set it to do that with her own hands. That's a hell of a thing. Let's talk to Sugumi.
I kinda knew from the start that she was causing an entanglement.
I like that Kagero is standing a little bit back from the rest of the group. That's a nice touch.
She held back her feelings so she could part with you with no regrets. She's a great person.
I'm sorry. I know this hits the two of you harder than anyone else, and I'm here crying.
That uneasy feeling we got when we unraveled the entanglement 11 years ago was because Mom's entanglement still remained.
Wakana wasn't from this time period, so her situation was different than yours.
Hey, don't be so down. I'm not saying that because I'm worried about you. I said that because it affects platoon morale.
Okay, Shiden, maybe you could put it away for a minute.
I know she would have wanted to talk to the both of you some more, but she thought spending more time with you would only make things more painful.
Apparently, the entanglement will unravel when Wakana returns to the past and dies like she did in history.
That's strange.
Wakana has returned, so how come it didn't disappear? Have all the entanglements truly been unraveled?
All the entanglements we felt we unraveled. The ones 11 years ago, 50 years in the future, and the one during Yakumo Sumeragi's time period.
What? What does Yakumo Sumeragi's time period have to do with anything?
I think one formed when we witnessed Yakumo's assassination.
What are you talking about? Yakumo was severely injured in an accident, but he wasn't assassinated.
We don't really understand it either, but we saw Yakumo Sumeragi being killed by Karin.
What did you say?
We were busy dealing with the entanglement, but yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that that was former Major General Karin.
He copied Kasane's power. Yuito, if he also copied your power.
But he didn't copy my... He could have time-traveled by resonating Kasane's power with mine.
So it hasn't disappeared because of the entanglement Karin created when he traveled back to Yakumo's time period?
But the two of you couldn't find an entanglement. How do you expect to unravel something you can't find?
Karin can unravel his own entanglement. Yes, exactly. The only thing we can do is take Karin to the Chronos terminal and have him unravel the entanglement himself.
Wataru, can you check Karin's location?
I figured you'd ask, so I've been working on it. But I've got nothing. I can't find him at all. It's like he's disappeared.
Supposing that he's traveled to Yakumo's time period, that would mean he's in the past. That's where you're going to find him.
Are you too sure the people you saw were really Karin and Yakumo?
We're sure. We could see their faces clearly. Actually, we only saw Karin's face.
But that was Yakumo. I mean, he had the same mask on as all the depictions of him.
Ah, yes, that's it, the mask. That explains everything.
Kagero, explain.
Whoa, Tsugumi, calm down. So, you know how Yakumo started wearing the mask because of the injuries he sustained? Rumor was, sometime after the accident, he suddenly stopped appearing in front of people and his whole personality just changed.
Whole personality changed? You're not suggesting...
The real Yakumo was assassinated by Karin from the future, and Karin took his place by putting on the mask?
It doesn't matter. Either way, we still need to travel back to 2,000 years ago to check.
Actually, no. We might not have to travel at all. You all saw my brother's video, right? Don't you remember what he said?
Yakumo Sumeragi is alive!
What are you...
He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now, he is waiting for his revenge!
Right. Cold sleep. Just like Kagero.
If Yakumo is in cold sleep under Suo, then we can find out the truth by meeting him directly. If former Major General Karin replaced him, then he'll be the one down there in cold sleep. I'm not entirely certain as to why he did what he did. But we can talk to him and have him help us unravel the entanglement.
Do we know where he's sleeping, though? I mean, Arahabaki is the only area I can think of that's under Suo.
I mean, Sumeragi Tomb is the first place I thought of where Yakumo would be. Do you think he would really be in such a heavily trafficked place, though?
How about it, Yuito? It's your family's tomb.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I've never even been inside the building before. The head of the family is responsible for watching over Sumeragi Tomb. I might be able to find something out if I talk to my brother.
The chief. Do you think he'll listen to us?
Actually, I've been trying to reach my brother's terminal, but I'm not getting through. There's a chance he might have blocked me. Wataru, can you ask Major General Fubuki to talk to my brother? I doubt he'd refuse a call from a Major General.
Okay, leave it to me. I just don't know how soon I'll get a response.
Wanna stop by our hideout then? I'm sure Yuito and Kasane could use the rest.
Good idea. It would be smart to rest while we can.
Thanks, Gemma. All right, let's head back.
If that's the end of the phase, that's
Welcome back. I
way
messaged
shorter than the
Major
previous
General
one.
Fubuki. He said it might take some time to get in touch with the chief.
Thanks, Wataru.
I also asked about Major General Karen, but apparently Major General Fubuki doesn't know anything either.
I see. Then I guess he really is in the past.
We don't have any other leads at the moment, so let's hope he's in Sumeragi Tomb.
Yeah, wow. Phase 10 was like super long, so this is a
I want to talk to Kyoga.
way different pace. Okay, well, so here, what we'll do, let's save it real quick before we do anything. We'll save over our other save. So, their working theory is that Karen traveled back in time 2,000 years to assassinate... No, I've just, his name has just popped completely out of my head. But the, like, originator, the patriarch of the Sumeragi clan, and then put himself into cold sleep for 2,000 years? Did he, like, let's assume that he loses the ability to time travel, so he does that to get back to his own time. Why travel back in time 2,000 years? What changes do you think that you can affect where you could possibly predict the outcome over a span of time that long? Like, there's like this whole idea of the butterfly effect that you travel back in time like 24 hours, you like can completely change the arc of great nations. The idea of going back in time 2,000 years, everything would either average out to arrive at the exact same position or be so wildly unpredictably different that you could never possibly track all the changes that would be made. It's difficult. I'll look forward to getting some clarity on that. That seems like a big damn deal. Okay. New products added. Let's see if we can upgrade our weapons, because usually you can. Yep, improved Dancer's Fan. Another +3. Come down here, and we'll just get a new baton. I still remember, gosh, what was it? Dark Cloud 2 dealt with a lot of, you know, time travel was a major theme, at least in Dark Cloud 2, about correcting damage that had been done to the past so that the future would be corrected. It had a little bit of a quantum leap in its theming. And I don't have enough battle record S's to do this. Uh-oh. How many more do I need to upgrade my crew? Oops. Yeah, I'm completely out of battle record S's. I did not realize how many things they were used for. Okay, and I also need a pound type suppression to upgrade it. It's only a +3, but yeah. Okay. So we can't finish the upgrades for the people. Let's go to presents. We're going to see if there's any new presents to buy. Somehow self-help book on how not to worry. We didn't give that to what's his face, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. We're at maxed out bond level, but I don't see any reason not to give it to Shiden. If anybody could use a book on how not to worry too much, I think it's Shiden. Oh, we've got some fortune teller playing cards, which I still can't buy. Oh. Hyugi? Housekeeping and lifestyle. Sure, let's get that for Yuito. I very much like games where there's some sort of relationship mechanic that you can, like, max out by the end so that you've gotten to know people. Sometimes people hear that and they're like, oh, like dating mechanics. No, not really. I will say this. I hope, fingers crossed, that at the end of this, it will have continued on the road. Oh, I don't have a slippy chinery analysis. At the moment, we are playing a game in which... Wait, I gave Gemma a new Himuka map? I don't remember doing that. Whatever. At the moment, we have a female protagonist who not only has no no current love interest, but not even the prospect of one. Like, who would Kasane in this crew even be romantically interested in? It's simply not a part of the story, and I really like that because it's, again, not really what I would have expected, especially when you have Hanabi, like, so into Yuito. Let's hang out with Kyoka. I know things might be hard now, Kasane, but you'll find happiness one day, just like your mother wished for you. All right, let's do our Bond episode.
Kasane, the Togetsu agents contacted me. I was instructed to go to these coordinates located on Hieno Mountain. I plan to lure them out and gather intel. Will you come with me?
Yes, of course. But there will be 2 of us, so wouldn't it be easier to just round them up and capture them?
It depends on what they do. First, let's go where they asked me to and wait for them to show themselves.
Okay, let's head to Hieno Mountain.
The coordinates are just up ahead. Let's keep going. Do you still have doubts about your existence? Not as much thanks to you. However, we should focus on the task at hand.
Hold on, let me just check the map. Yep, okay, just double checking.
Together, Yuito!
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
We're strongest together, right? I don't think I can lose when I'm with you.
Let's keep going.
It dropped something rare.
Hopefully it dropped a battle record S, because I really need those.
My body feels numb. That was perfect.
It's not a
I'll do it!
Ow. Oh gosh, I was gonna say something else. Sorry. Let me just make sure. I just want to make sure that we're headed in the right direction. It is over there, right? Over there? Yeah. Dodge.
Let's go, Kagero.
Kasane, I know my power will help. We did it. It lost us.
That other attacked with explosion.
Oh, crud. Yeah, it is.
If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Okay. I am trying to. Ugh.
Aim for that spot. Kasane, a platoon member is in danger. I'll fight with you.
Really trying to dodge that. I am left triggering.
Help me, Shiden.
you.
Hanami, fire!
Go, Kasane!
Yeah, the thing about the exploding boxes that ran in earlier is
You've become so reliable.
It
makes me happy.
this particular environment has like way fewer throwables. Like I know that you see them here, but like I'm trying to right trigger those boxes and just coming up with nothing. Yeah, I should have checked before spending all those, resources on getting the better upgradables. That was actually going to be important. Those would be important for doing the next round of upgrades. Assuming that information was evident, like it may not have shown that. Either way, like we're going to get some more battle record S's just by playing. It's not something that we really have to farm or anything. All right, let's throw down a save. Might as well. Drienne is saying to Sorry to check Discord. So, just a quick question. We reloaded chat. I just want to make sure that I didn't miss any comments. But yeah, hopefully Sorry's still here, having a good time. Drienne, I hope you're having a nice Tuesday. We will be live with twitch.tv/morethanamiya in a little bit more than an hour and 15 actually, for the most recent episode of Game Night with the Peeps. Doing some more of the forest.
Let's keep going. We did it.
This is pretty good.
I know he had to go to sleep, so he may not be, but his stream program is probably still recording. Oh, duh. Oh, no. Facing both Twitch and Discord saying that he's still live. Oh, dear. Thank you for reaching out to him, Drienne. I don't know if there's any other vector to get in touch, but yeah, we'd like to get that
It's around here.
squared away.
You should hide until they show themselves. All right. Wait. Something's coming this way.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't say
This duplication should be useful.
buy stuff.
With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
What? This timing is really suspicious. Do you think they saw through our plan?
Know where to run.
No, they never planned what would be back in the first
More
place.
power.
What they need are my memories. Their plan was to kill me and take me.
Useless. Check me.
My brain. Well, I'm not going to rock that house.
We need to regroup. Concentrate. Got it. It's over.
Drienne also sent a message in Discord, which is good.
It's not a hit.
You'll need to break its outer shell. Kasane,
Come down,
use
come
your
down.
telekinesis and hit it with something heavy. Burn it down!
Okay. Dodged one, got hit by the other.
The enemy shell is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack.
That seems to be the spot. The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it.
Useless. Check me.
Nothing.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Yeah, but it's Kyoka, and she can take anything they throw at her. That's sort of her whole deal.
We need to regroup. Everyone all right?
can trust me.
All right, let's see if we can get a backstab on this guy.
Let's go, Kyoka.
Okay. The rat rut shouldn't be too much difficulty with these guys. It's just smashing down their shells. That's why I saved them for last. I'm the least concerned about them.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Struggling won't work.
That seems to be the last of them.
No, not yet. I know you're there. Come out. I wouldn't have called out if we weren't ready for you. Now, it's time to talk. It looks like you're the only one here.
Her face is identical to yours.
I suspected it. You're also one of the design children. Just so you know, restoring Babe's data is impossible, even with Dr. Pope's knowledge of neuroscience. I'm sorry you wasted your time. Impudent fool.
What do you mean? Vain confidence is not advised in this situation.
We do not need the knowledge or the technology. We need your brain. The only brain that holds Dr. Pope's memories. You were going to use my brain to build a new Babe.
Huh?
Babe prepared contingency plans for all scenarios. The current situation is just one of those. If the mainframe goes down, we use a spare. Togetsu merely needs to carry out the plan faithfully. I feel sorry for you. There isn't anyone to give you orders anymore. Yet you still obey. You have nowhere else to go. You don't know any other way to live. You can only carry out your orders. You should be feeling sorry for yourself. What did you say? As long as I am serving a higher purpose, I can live happily, without worry or hesitation. What about you? You lost your purpose and your value, doomed to live a scared and anxious life. You were listening in on us? I do not have to. I know how you feel. You are the same as I am, a worthless being. Only Togetsu can give us value. No, Watch out! What?
Don't compare yourself to Kyoka. You're nothing more than a mere puppet. And yes, I do my fair share of worrying, but that's a far better way to live. It's better than being used all my life like you. Life is worth more when you make your own decisions.
Kasane. It does not matter what you say. Your true nature does not change. You should be well aware of this. Yes, I know. I'm sure I'll be living scared the rest of my life. But that's fine. Kasane helped me realize that this fear is proof that I freed myself from my puppet strings. I control myself now. Whether I have Dr. Pope's memories or not, I'm still me. The moment I freely chose my own future, I became the individual Kyoka.
I will note that individual Kyoka had something that that other design child did not, which is...
I handed her over to the proper authorities in Suo. We should let the government take care of the Togetsu remnants.
the chance to live independently.
Oh, that's that.
How are you feeling?
I'm still uneasy. But it's not bad now that I know it's a part of me. Do you remember that fortune teller?
I remember waiting in the long line.
I think the reason why fortune reading is so popular is because everyone is afraid of the future.
You think so?
Yes. Everyone takes each step forward carrying that worry with them. I'd love to have my future read. Let's make sure we actually go next time.
In other words, we have to wait in that long line again. I'm glad she feels better.
Kasane, I know I sound like a broken record, but I want you to remember this. No matter where you are, no matter how far away, I hope you can be happy.
Oh, thank you.
No, Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I never would have felt this way.
Oh, bond level 6. Wow. I didn't realize we were that high. Well, SAS is active. One more copy of Psychokinesis object is created. So now we hit with 3, I think, when we use that. You'll notice that I use Psychokinesis a lot, especially with guys against, especially against guys who have shields. And that's because it doubles up traditionally on all the strikes. Now it triples up, which is really good. Gave Kyoka inspired wood carving as a gift. Wait, does that mean I was given a Kyoka inspired wood carving? Also, is it on our... Yeah, look!
Like I know everything about you. That makes me so happy. You really care about me. Thank you. That makes me happy too.
Those are really good wood carvings. Alright, so I think that maxes us out with Kyoka, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to stop giving her gifts, because, I mean, if I've got something she wants... Oh, you know what, though? I actually should hold on to this for Hanabi, because I'm not at rank 6 with Hanabi, and she also wants it. So let's go hang it with Hanabi for a second. Yeah, we'll give her the flower aroma candle. Yeah, I feel like the lesson of, like, the design children still being thoughtlessly devoted to Getsu is they haven't lived outside Togetsu.
It might be good to talk to Arashi.
The way that the way that actual Kyoka has. Okay, so let's give her the other gift here, the foolproof confectionery recipes. This confectionery recipe book is for beginners, is co-authored by a charismatic gourmet who appeared on the popular cooking show. Vague expressions like just enough or a pinch are never used, so if you make it just as written, you can't fail.
Wow, I'm so happy.
Maybe I'll get good at making sweets now. Huh? Yeah, of course we'll all eat them together. I don't feel like Kasane asked if we could all eat them together, though. Okay, so she said that she wanted to talk to Arashi. Fubuki will probably do a good job taking over as chef. I have to admit, he's got the talent for that sort of thing.
You're lazy as always. You never change.
Thank you for the compliment. And you're as stuffy and by the book as ever.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you very much. So how have things been with Major General Fubuki lately? Good?
Why are you bringing him up?
You rescued him when he was missing. You used your power at full speed to go look for him, remember?
Oh, right. A lot's happened since then, and I can't be bothered remembering such trivial matters.
She's such a poser.
If you must know, I think he's still alive.
That's good. Just like always. She'll never change, will she?
How's Arashi doing, Kasane? Does she seem strange to you?
No. Did something happen?
I suddenly got a message from her saying, "Good morning." This has never happened before. I thought it could be code for something, so I wondered if there was a problem.
No, there haven't been any problems. She's just lazing around on the sofa like her usual self.
Skipping out on work again. Okay, that's a relief. Sorry, just let me know if anything happens.
He's such a worrywart. But I guess I can check for him. Arashi, you got a second? I was thinking about grabbing something to eat in town.
In town? Ugh. I guess it's not so bad going outside once in a while. So, where are we going?
You are acting strange.
Carolina says that he could show them a thing or two about making food. I don't know if Carolina's a good chef. Are you like a good good cook?
What? How rude. You should be mad at him for making you spy on me.
That's a little much. If you have a problem with him, you should message him again. What changed? I mean, you messaged your brother and even accepted an invitation to eat out.
I told you that I hate waste, but it's not necessarily bad. I thought I could fine-tune my lifestyle a little. Consider it a personal upgrade. Your hair clip, Naomi's cooking, and his letters. I used to just write them off as a waste, but I started thinking that there could be some things that weren't so bad. Arashi 1.0 had a lot of flaws. Arashi 2.0 has been operating for a long time, but I see some areas that can be improved. In other words, Arashi 2.1 is currently in open beta.
That's a weird analogy. Well, Arashi 2.1 doesn't seem so bad. I'd give it a playtest.
Thank you for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Well, we finished eating and I'm feeling plenty energetic. I'm off to sleep then.
The fact that you didn't say you were going to work means that the update is pretty minor.
If you change too much, you're bound to create errors. You have to stick to small changes.
Is that letter... I knew it. I thought she threw it out. It's her first sentimental item. Arashi 2.1 is proving to be quite the major upgrade.
You've helped me out so much, Kasane. Which reminds me, I did say I'd pay you back.
I wasn't expecting you to actually do anything, so it's fine.
Just let me pay you back. Kasane, thank you for everything.
Saying thank you was paying me back? That's just like you.
Right? I really put my all into that one, so I'm good for the next 100 years. I'm looking forward to your help again.
Bond level 6. Guys, I think we're getting close to the end. While SAS is active, the hypervelocity gauge charges a little bit every time a psychokinesis follow-up attack hits. Ooh, because I really do like doing the follow-up attacks. Oh, and also Carolina was clarifying, no, failing at making food is what he can educate them in. I am, as people know, I'm quick to downplay my, I'm quick to accept open criticism on the things that I'm not very good at. I have done very well when very precisely following recipes. I am not a good cook, but if you hand me a recipe that tells me what to do, says it do it in this order, in this way, with these utensils, I can turn it out pretty well. The trouble is...
Nobody can stand up to us when we work together. It's so much easier.
That goes for the both of us. I'm not scared of anything either, as long as I have you with me.
The trouble is, if I don't have that recipe in front of me, like those steps, I can't do it. Like, none of the knowledge sinks in at all. I'm very good at being like a step-by-step paint by numbers chef, and if you take away one page, it's just fucked. It'll just come out as goo. I try to forget memories I don't need, but maybe there was a bug in the last Arashi update. I remembered things I didn't want to. It's a memory of when my brother was little. I thought it was weird that all the adults were fawning over this little creature. So the little creature was a baby? Did you think it was cute? I don't really know. I was young too, so I don't remember. I probably just thought I got another toy. A new toy is the best gift a kid can get, right? So I didn't mind him, I guess. That was silly, I'm sorry. I told you before about the first time I came to Suo from Togetsu before. Oh, whatever. About how I was jealous of the people there. I failed to tell you something then. I'm not jealous of anyone anymore because I like the way I am now. You and the others made that possible, Kasane. Oh, that's good. I wonder if the design children we captured at Togetsu is jealous. So, the design children used singularly, we captured it, so Togetsu is jealous of you now. That's an odd sentence. I don't know what will happen to her now, but I hope she finds herself anew someday, just like I did. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Okay, there's a new mission, and, hey Kasane, our mother, she loved us. Yeah, knowing that mother loved me makes me feel stronger. And Yuito says, it could be because our mother was a strong person. Strong and as kind as could be. Yes, she was dignified, had a strong core, and was kind. I'm proud she was my mother. And Yuito says, yeah, but to tell the truth, I wanted to talk with her more. If I told her that, she'd probably tell me to get my act together. She didn't seem to take a very hard... I think she wanted to talk to you too, Yuito. I understand how you feel. There's so much more I want to say to her too, but we have to move on. With Mother's wish that we have a happy future etched into our hearts. They are incredibly pragmatic about, like, the loss of family and, like, just immediately accepting the fact that they don't, that they're not going to use powers to go get her. All right, let's hang out with Yuito then. I think Mom is really strong and kind. We both take after her that way.
Kasane, perfect. Do you want to come to Kikuchiba with me?
Kikuchiba? What for?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I thought we could change locations, like we did when we went to Mizuhagawa.
That's fine. But don't worry about packing a lunch for us this time. I think it'll take too long. Let's just get going.
Oh, okay then. Let's head over to Kikuchiba.
He looks like he wanted to make lunch for us.
Yuito likes Baki. Like, I have a friend whose sister is, like, super into Disney stuff.
Let's go to the roof of that building. If we're going to talk, I want to do it with a good view.
All right. As usual, this place is full of others.
It'll be easy if we fight together. Let's go.
Let's keep going.
It dropped something rare.
We did it.
Kasane, we can become even stronger.
That's right, Yuito.
I need to do better.
Hold on, let's water this guy up.
Stun the enemy that's soaked in water with electrokinesis.
It's a bit late for that. Haruka. But the reason I brought that up is that, like, I don't know if there's a single thing that I'm, like, super into, like a franchise like Disney or Baki, which...
We have the same power, Kasane, but they have synergy.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Yuito.
Hey, do you remember when we came here together before? A lot has happened since then.
Before? When was that?
You know, when we went looking for Captain Seto's fountain pen. You said you were doing a background check.
Oh, that. I met him for Naomi's sake, and got the fountain pen for Captain Seto. Now neither of them are with us anymore.
Back then, I had no idea that we'd get caught up in something that involved the whole world.
Not just us, but everyone around us too. It's nothing we could have expected.
You're right.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. 2 large groups of others were confirmed near you. There are a lot of them, more than you usually see around there. It shouldn't be a problem for you guys, but be careful just in case.
Affirmative. What do you want to do?
Let's split up. That'll be quicker.
Okay. Then I'll take this side. I'll contact you again once I take down a few.
All right. Let's both be careful.
Hello to Force! Force, I hope you have a great week so far.
There's more of them than I thought. How are things with you, Yuito?
Kasane? What's going on?
Yuito? I can't hear you, Yuito. Haruka, do you know what's going on? Neither of them are responding. Our signal is being jammed. SAS is down too. I need to get through this somehow. Looks like I'm surrounded. I'll take care of them.
Alright, so we don't have any SAS powers.
Communications went down so suddenly. Maybe it was careless to split up. If this moves up, it won't be a problem for me. But I wonder if Yuito's alright. No, worrying won't help. He'll be fine. I can trust that now. It feels strange believing in someone. Naomi was the only person I trusted like that before. I can feel it even if he's far away. Yuito is fighting somewhere, and he believes in me. So it's alright. I won't look back.
Damn it.
I'll fight my own fight.
Okay, I can't do dodging. That's not great. I really need to go to a shop and, like, replace all my spent consumables.
Let's keep going.
So Force is saying that it's had its ups and downs, and then asks, why do they all have the same eyes and haircut? Is that of anime characters in general, or like is that about the vase paws? No, the vase paws don't have any eyes. Kasane and Yuito have the exact same eyes because it turns out they, well, I don't know about their eye color, but it turns out they are sort of related? We are all on board with, like, Kasane is not a biological child, and since she has an enhanced version of her mother's ability, and just based on the way that Togetsu does business, we're on the same page that she's like a slightly modified clone of her mother, right? Oh, and also, it's just one thing that's just been on my mind ever since it was revealed. Let's not forget that Kasane was like very severely psychologically tortured in order to draw her power out. Like, they straight up said that they gave her a puppy, encouraged her to love the puppy, and then killed the puppy in front of her in order to elicit an emotional reaction. I've not forgotten about that. Like, it's super gross. Like, of all the things that they could do to make Togetsu seem, like, completely irredeemable, they picked a good one. Or should I say an effective one? Oh, Force was saying, well, depending on the scene, gosh, so that was probably Kyoka talking to Kasane, but Kyoka can actually make clones of herself. She has like a duplication ability. So sometimes you'll see multiple Kyokas in a single scene. Otherwise, I think the similarities in eyes is probably just a function of the art style. It's very, very anime, so a lot of the characters seem to have like the same shapes of eyes. Kagero has interesting eyes because he has, isn't it called like heterochromia? Is that the right word for it? Where you have two different eyes that are different colors? But he has clarified that one of them is artificial. Oh, hold on. There's a market right here. Let's shop. I'm gonna buy some of the battle items that I am short on. Okay, that's good. Ah, there it is. Okay, I was like, wait, where am I supposed to go? Okay. Hey, when the vase paws vomit petals all over you, does that ever do damage? Like, it does damage when, oops, hold on. I don't want to get kicked. It definitely does damage when they kick you. But I don't know that I've ever taken damage when they do that little petal vomit. Dodge! Oh, let's grab those beams. Yeah, this should get that shell off. Or kill it outright, you know, whatever.
I'll do it, check.
Yeah, sometimes even I've been a little bit confused, like, wait a second, there's a second Kyoka, but nope, that's just her whole deal.
Find your other. This'll be tricky. Yuito should be heading this way too. I'll weaken this thing until he joins me.
I hope it hurts. This thing isn't too interested in taking damage so far. Oh, I am out of throw. Man, okay.
It cut me.
Get up.
I'm not done yet.
That seems to be the spot.
Where is this thing going? Okay.
Yuito! SAS still seems to be down. That still didn't do it? I need to watch him closely to sync up with him when the time is right.
Oh, that was a close one.
It was? I wasn't really all that worried. I assumed you would act when you did.
I was nervous. I guess we can work together even without SAS.
I don't think I could have pulled it off with someone else. Thank you for getting the timing right.
It's nice to hear a compliment from you. You're always so harsh.
Am I? Well, whatever. Let's make our way to the top.
You get a good view of New Himuka from up here.
So what did you want to talk to me about?
I wanted to ask you about your plans after all the fighting is over.
That's a difficult question. How about you? What are you thinking?
I have a vague idea. It might be too grand, so you'll probably laugh.
I won't laugh, no matter what it is.
Thanks. I want to change the world.
Change the world?
Yeah. We've both seen a lot of bad things in this country. The world that we live in now is built on so much sadness and sacrifice.
That's true. Suo, Seiran, and Togetsu. There were people suffering everywhere.
So many people's lives were turned upside down because of the desire for the strongest power, or using powers to alter time. It's got to end. This world can't exist just for powers. That's why I want to change the world. To make it a place where people don't have to rely on powers for everything. I know it will take a long time, but I feel like as a dud, I'm the perfect person for it.
A dud, that's right. How's your head? They were saying you might lose your power.
No big change at the moment, but if it really comes down to it, I'm prepared to become one again.
You're pretty calm about it. The way you were talking, I thought you would be a little depressed.
I mean, it will be inconvenient, but you know what? I'm not the least bit afraid. I thought the same thing when the network went down. Like I was fighting back-to-back with you, even without SAS.
You thought the same thing?
I wonder if that's what it feels like to lose your power. We're not just connected by SAS. Even if we can't see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, the most important thing, our connection, doesn't go away. So I'll be all right.
That's good. When we first met, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to count on you in a fight.
I kind of had a feeling you thought that.
But you're different now. I think you really can change the world.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm relieved as well. I feel like I can leave this world to you.
Leave? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't decided on a clear goal yet, but I've sort of been thinking of something outside this world.
Like, outside of New Himuka? You mean the moon?
I've been thinking about it ever since I heard humanity came here from the moon. Outside this world is another world that I know nothing about, filled with people who are a mystery to me. They're suffering, just like the people here. They are attacked by others, and turning into them. Once I realized that, I couldn't ignore it. I thought maybe I could help somehow.
The moon. I thought I understood the first time I heard about it, but the scale is just too big. It doesn't seem real at all. I certainly never thought about saving the people that live there. You really are amazing.
I'm not amazing at all. I just don't want to regret neglecting the people I could have protected. My sister always watched over me. She protected me all my life. Now it's my turn to watch over someone else.
I always felt that you were the kind of person that would step up to protect people, even if you're alone. It's almost as if you're not afraid of anything. I looked up to you when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like you.
I think you're plenty like me. And you're giving me too much credit thinking I'm never afraid. As you said before, the most important connections never go away.
You mean Naomi?
Not just her. The memories of my mother, and the time I spent with all of you. The only reason I'm not as afraid as I should be is because I know they'll always be with me. I know that they'll always be here, inside my heart.
So, even if you're alone, you're never really alone? I kinda like that.
That's why I feel like I can go anywhere, even going beyond the sky. I know that sounds like a dream.
I think you can do it. No. I know you can.
Thank you.
So, it looks like you and I will be going our separate ways.
It won't just be us. I think everyone will find their own path and slowly drift farther apart.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad.
But even apart, we're still friends.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably get back to the hideout.
There's so much to do before and after a fight. We just have to take care of what's in front of us.
Though, listening to you made me excited for the future.
It won't be easy for either of us, so let's do our best. Both in our own places.
Absolutely. I promise I'll make a better future, no matter how long it takes.
You can take your time, but if you take too long, I'll bring peace to the moon and come back before you're done.
Oh, so it's a competition now. I know you hate to lose.
Oh, I really thought that we were going to get another dialogue there. First of all, blah 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 is saying that in his experience, vomit does a lot of damage. And now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure Force has had that experience with the rescue cats. Hold on, let me go to brain. I don't even know how to get to the brain message except to do this. Okay, it's under library apparently. Okay. We each have our own things we need to do. I hope I can see you again after we're done. I'd like to talk to you. Kasane says, yeah, it would be nice to spend some time like that. I'd like to have a long talk with you too. I want to tell you things, and I want to hear what you have to say. Yuito says, I'm glad to hear that. Alright, now I'm pumped. Let's finish up fast and meet again. Don't take too long on the moon. You know that we're not actually done, guys, right? Like, this is a very heartfelt goodbye, but we've got at least one more phase left. Jeez, like all of the heartfelt goodbyes, where did all this come from? The other thing I just wanted to say is that I'm relatively sure that where they just were, up on top of that tall building overlooking the sunset, that's the title screen to the game. Like, I recognized it as soon as they went up there. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that this is where they're sitting when you choose which character you want to be, which is interesting. Alright, let's talk to Kagero. Like, why not? You know, he'd sometimes say strange things, like he knew the old me. There's no way, though, right?
So think about the amount of water you would need for your flowers, and make sure you... Are you listening to me, Kagero?
Yep. You know very well that I'd never miss a word my beloved Tsugumi says.
Okay. But I'm going to be mad if you don't put this all to use.
I know. Leave it to your guy, Kagero.
You talk a lot with Tsugumi. You aren't going to ask her out on a date.
Oh, are you jealous? It seems like I'm back in the game after 2,000 years.
I'm starting to understand. Do you see Tsugumi and me as replacements for your daughter?
Oh, I know. Want to help me with an errand?
Don't change the subject.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Good woman doesn't point that out. I want to go clean up an old hideout I used to use.
An old hideout?
Yeah, it's a place I used to lay low back when I was doing my spy work. There should still be a lot of inside information and classified data on Togetsu, so I thought I might as well grab it all.
That might actually be of use to the government when handling them in the future.
It's not for the government. I just wanted to do my part when it comes to them.
Okay, I'll help. Where is it?
Kikuchiba. Let's get going.
I was just going to say, I thought it was fascinating that Kasane's first thought, or her most recent thought, is that she wants to go save the people on the moon.
I'll send you the coordinates to the hideout. We'll head there. I just know there's going to be others.
Because
last time we came here, you said the city was haunted.
Oh yeah. It just reminded me of myself a little. The sadness of being left behind. Nah, I was just being a little sentimental. Come on, let's go.
as far as we know, and that's a very important phrase here because we don't know the whole story here, the moon is a source of infinite malevolence. I mean, they, from the story we've been told, they set up the extinction belt and have been raining others down on the Earth for 2,000 years because they don't want humanity to come back up onto the moon. And the idea that the people on the moon are themselves the victims of other attacks is just supposition. We don't actually know. Nope. So the idea that, like, she'd be like, hey, you know who I'm worried about? The people on the moon. We really got to check in with them and save them. You know, to solve their problems. It's not that she's wrong, because again, I don't think that we have the full story, not nearly. It's just, boy, that is an altruistic outlook based on the knowledge that... Hold on, where am I trying to go? Do we know? Oh, right here, apparently. Yep, we just go up the stairs. Oh, I could have just healed up here. Well, hold on, let me...
Okay, that sent shivers down my spine.
We did it.
Looks like it dropped something. This is pretty good.
So Carolina's saying, wait, you blame them, like the Earth has a lot of dinks. Oh yeah, the people on Earth are not... Oh, like I think Carolina's maybe saying that not all of the people on the Earth are... Sorry, not all the people on the moon would be responsible for this policy decision. But it's... Okay, so when I say it's been going on for 2,000 years, I'm assuming that the moon would have had the technology to reverse their decision. Like, a new faction would come into control at some point over the last 2 millennia, and maybe done it differently. But for all we know, there are no people left on the moon. They were overrun by the others. Their society collapsed. Like, we don't know what's there. And maybe that's one of the elements that appeals to Kasane. Like she said, there's people up there that I don't know anything about. Maybe there would be satisfaction just learning, like, hey, man, what's your whole deal, people on the moon? Oh, I'm sorry, that was Dougler, not Carolina. Very, very similar colors, but not the same. And Dougler liked the telephone attack, I think. Yeah, I like that one too. Especially against groups of enemies. That's the first time I took out 3 all in a go. Alright, let's save it here. Because why not?
Attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Wait, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? Hold on a second. They moved all my abilities around. 1 second. Yeah, they slotted in sclerokinesis, where I usually have hypervelocity. I was like, wait a second, where's my hypervelocity?
2 of us can do this!
Quick.
Let's grab this vending machine thing and...
It's over.
Nice job.
Let's go, enemy. Down while it's burning.
Useless. It's over.
Okay. Get some of these powers off. Douglas saying it's not anime enough if you don't say the name of the attack when you do it, or at least it's not old school anime enough. You know where, oops. I didn't mean to leave the battle arena. I really liked it.
Should I put my hood
Do you guys remember in, the first Psychonauts game? They had a whole, fight scene that sort of lampooned that idea, where people, like, the characters were, like, shouting the names of attacks as they did it. Oh, I really wanted to hit him with that car.
Damn.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Unnecessarily long kicking combo, or like it was something like that. I remember the fight and I remember the level in which it took place, but I don't, it's been a long time since I played Psychonauts, man. I thought there was a lot of surprise that Psychonauts 2 didn't take home any Game of the Year awards at the Game Awards.
Last conversation.
What?
We were in Mizuagawa. You were telling me to do something meaningful? Well, I've been thinking about it ever since then, but nothing really comes to mind. Once we stopped Togetsu's plan, I felt like I fulfilled my role. I was thinking, it might be time for a ghost from the past like me to move on.
Listen, that was the old you who fulfilled his role. We still need Kagero in the here and now.
I don't know if you've realized, but Kagero doesn't even exist.
What do you mean?
On the moon and in Togetsu, I was called Shin Daniel. Kagero Dawn is just a pseudonym. That name is a shimmer that doesn't exist.
Maybe that's true for you, but for us, it's different. Whatever your real name might be, the Kagero Dawn we've known in the OSF isn't a ghost. And when you were talking fondly with Tsugumi, you didn't look like a ghost then. What Tsugumi and the rest of us need is you. We don't need some stranger from the past.
How is it that you've become this wise at your young age? I'm seriously impressed with you. Yeah, if people need Kagero Dawn, then maybe I don't have to feel so empty after all. Perhaps it's time I put my past self to rest and started focusing on the present. I guess I'll need to clean up my old haunts first. We're almost to the hideout. Let's go.
Douglas is saying they didn't like the idea of people being able to go into their minds to find out what they're up to. I've actually gone out of my way to not see a lot about Psychonauts 2. I've heard it's really good. Like, people who didn't have high expectations for it had a lot of kind words for it.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
I can still fight. We did it. Good.
They dropped something rare.
All right.
Wait, couldn't we have... Okay, Kagero. I was gonna say, couldn't we just have gone here? This is where you wanted to be? Upper level construction site? Duga says Psychonauts 2 is fun. If you have Xbox Game Pass, you should play it either for yourself or for stream.
Should be around here. Why did you make one in such a dangerous place?
Because the more dangerous a place is, the easier it is to hide. Besides, I can avoid this danger by going invisible.
You could have just come here by yourself today.
I've been alone for 2,000 years. I get lonely when I'm just by myself. Hey, wait! I was joking! Don't leave me!
We did it. Let's keep going.
I'm not going to complain about fighting Vase Paws because I need a few items from them to do another gift for Kyoka. And even though I'm at maximum friendship with Kyoka, I'd like to egg the pudding a little bit. Wait, that sounds like it's gross. What I mean is that I want to give them all the gifts that they can give, especially the ones that they're going to put in the hideout.
If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Okay, thank you for the advice about fire hitting the body. Okay. Okay.
I don't do something.
Alright, these guys suck.
I'm not done yet.
Let's do this. Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
Sis?
I'll do it. Check.
Nice job. Do this.
Got it. It's over.
Our coordinated attack was awesome.
We might be a pretty good team.
Nope.
It doesn't matter how many there are.
Yeah, Douglas saying that it's available on Game Pass. So we don't have Game Pass. Mia does, and I've been talking to her about some of the really good games that are on there. I will throw that into the recommendations.
I know it's shabby, but make yourself comfortable. Actually, something seems off.
It's pretty messy. Do you think someone broke in?
Seems like it. Wait here. Let me take a look around. Dang. All the data's either been taken or destroyed. Most likely Togetsu. They probably felt the need to clean things up when they realized I turned on them. I figured they would.
Why come all the way out here if you predicted this would happen?
Well, I wanted to confirm my suspicions and also grab some of my personal belongings. Tsukumi.
Did you find something? Is that a picture? It looks ripped.
Oh, yeah, it's an old photo.
Is it of your family? If we find the other pieces, we might be able to restore it.
No, it's okay. It's not like this is the only photo I have.
But it's important to you.
What's important are the memories. Don't you remember what you said to me? It's because of the important things we've lost that we have to live on. And I think now is the time I need to get my act together and keep moving forward. If I keep dragging this on the way I've been doing until now, then I'm sure I'll start upsetting everyone.
Okay, if you're fine with that.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Talking with you helped me realize a lot of things.
You said you were going to move forward. What are you planning on doing?
First, I'll settle things with my past. As someone who's worked with Togetsu, I have a responsibility to deal with Babe and Karen. I have to see the things we started to the very end. Then I'll finally be able to put my past to bed.
And when that's done?
After that, well, I'll think about a new life. How I'll live, what I can do.
I think that sounds good. At least you don't sound as lame as you did before.
Well, well. It seems like you've come to appreciate my newfound sense of maturity. If you'd like to go out on a date...
It might be a while before you find this new life of yours.
What is that supposed to mean?
These dates are your way of connecting with your daughter. To be the father you never could be.
Well, gosh, I keep telling you that you shouldn't be saying these things out loud. I guess I preferred it more when I was just the creepy old guy asking a young girl out on a date. That work?
Okay, so... Daddy Kagero?
Let's drop the daddy bit. I don't think my fragile heart can take it.
Looks like he's back to being his old self. That might be for the best.
Kasane, I'm only going to say this once, so listen close.
Why do you look so serious?
Well, I act like this normally, but there are some things I really don't want to lose. You're one of those things. Because you're my friend. You can count on me if you're in trouble, okay? That was kinda heavy. But I mean it.
The amount of time you can remain invisible after hitting with an attack increases. When Kagero is in the party, there's a chance for SAS invisibility to automatically activate when your health goes below 30%. Oh, that's pretty cool. As a bonus, you get an extra layer of defense. And we got I don't know why they're all wood carvings, but I really like the wood carvings.
But thanks for having a connection with me.
It really isn't like you. I'm glad we have a connection too.
I don't know that any of these could exist in the real world. The one in the center there with the, I guess they all have a butterfly. Looks possible at least. Anyway, I really like those. So I'm out of time. Rather than push it right up until 8 o'clock, what I'm going to do is just maybe replace any consumables that I had, and then we're going to save it. Let's do this. Yeah, we're gonna oversave this. On the way out, I get what they're going for with Kagero. I get that, like, his whole deal is that he's, he wants to avoid getting too close to people, so he acts really brash and arrogant and standoffish, and I think probably to an extent creepy. Like when he says, oh, I preferred it when I was the creepy old guy who was asking the young, let's go with young woman, out on a date. And the thing is, I get that he's like he's not actually that underneath, and this is a facade that he puts up. I mean, they established that a long time ago. It doesn't change the fact that the facade he's choosing, it doesn't make it better that the facade that he's choosing is one that is going to make everybody else super uncomfortable. Like, I'm not gonna, like, rail against the game and the character for this. I'm saying that, like, if you're out there and you're looking at Kagero and maybe somewhere deep down inside you're saying, like, yeah, if I just strike up the, like, this brash facade, then I can get away with shit. No, you can't, man. It's like Kasane's a cool bean. Like, she's okay with pretty much anyone anyway because she's very powerful. She doesn't give a shit about the feelings of others. That's not technically true, I don't think, but like Kagero can't get under Kasane's skin. He'd get under Hanabi's. He'd get under Tsugumi's. He'd get under Haruka's. Like, he sucks and he's gross. And his emotional damage or his choice to present himself as emotionally immature makes him actually emotionally immature. And in a way that is going to make a really uncomfortable environment for everybody else. So just, like, fucking don't. Just don't do that. And the whole Daddy Kagero thing can just jump directly into a fire. I very much like Scarlet Nexus. I think I really like the cast. I like the visual style. I like the storyline. I like the combat, and I like the characters. Kagero is a little bit of a standout where, like, in the game where we all started off really, really disliking Shiden and have sort of come around on him in a way that, like, I'm much warmer towards Shiden now than Kasane is herself. I still don't like Kagero because for the reasons already stated. Let's not belabor the point. I don't like Kagero. I know what they're going for. I know that deep down inside, he's actually a father who left his family, found that there was no way back to them, and has lived with now hundreds and hundreds of years of regret. We don't know how much of that time he spent outside of cold sleep, but has many lifetimes of regret behind him for the family and the life that he left and he can never get back. I get that. It doesn't excuse the way that he plays it out. And that's it. I just wanted to say that at least once because I feel like at the end of that, we're supposed to feel like at our maximum level of warmth towards Kagero, and this is my maximum level of warmth towards Kagero. I don't like him. I sympathize rather, I guess, with his story, but it's like, dude, you gotta find a way to work through your damage that doesn't put it on other people, because that's what you're doing right now. I saved it, right? I'm sure I saved it. Douglas said, I don't know how to process that little bit of their conversation. There's a whole backstory to it. It's... Oh, and by the way, this is what I was talking about. See them on top of the roof? I think that's it. I think that's the scene where... Like, now, it's interesting that now we have context for this, where before it was just stylish, and now it's like, oh, this is where they... The music is suddenly very loud, so I'll probably just wrap it up. But this is where they realized that they'd be going separate ways after this, that for all the connections that they have different destinies. Okay, so I'm going to find somebody fun to raid, and then we'll see you in a short amount of time over at twitch.tv/morethanamiya. This is going to give me enough time to grab like a drink and a snack. You guys, this might be the penultimate episode of Scarlet Nexus. I have never looked up how long this game is, how many phases it has. I'm not looking for chat to answer those questions, but this episode has had a lot of people saying goodbye to one another and preparing for the fact that whatever they're going to go do next might be the last time that they're all together. A lot of things in the narrative are pointing towards that, so we may be near the end of our time with this game. There'd been a soft goal to finish it before the end of the year. I can no longer envision any circumstance in which that doesn't happen, so tune in next time for what might be the last episode. There might be a prolonged epilogue, or there might be more left than we know. There could be 30 hours for all I know, but we're reaching maximum bond level with the characters in the game, so it feels very likely that we're wrapping things up. So I guess we'll see you again next time for episode 12 of Scarlet Nexus. We've done at least some of the Bond episodes, so it should be a faster launch into the actual story content, and we will see what it brings us. Let's go find somebody fun to raid. On our way out, another big thanks to Sorry BTR and Patikin for their raids. Thank you for the new followers that we got, and for any other awesome things that happened in chat that I am forgetting in the moment in my rush to go off and get some food. Rest assured that if you're not being mentioned here specifically, it doesn't mean any less. It's only evocative of my poor memory. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you again in the days to come for some more Scarlet Nexus, as well as some other fun streams. And until next time, thank you so much. Oh, actually, Dougler says that there's a one-shot D&D. Yeah, Dougler, put it up in chat, and we'll go take a look with an inkling towards rating to there. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, but Dougler, while you put it in chat, I'll just wrap up. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night.